Welcome to Superchat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Today I'm going to start with a little bit of a different introduction, and I will talk about the channels in the chat. Thank you everybody for being here. But I just wanted to mention something that I feel has become very important. I probably should have said something about this a long time ago. So I have to dance around a lot of the things that I say because we're talking about core values, people's personalities, lifestyles, and things like that sometimes. You know that I will not directly speak badly in 99% of cases about very much. So I'm not going to call out any names, but I do have to talk about something, and I will not call out names under any circumstance. I'm not going to be talking about anybody with what I'm about to say that is regularly here with us in our live streams. But I do have to talk about something that happens all the time, and it could be here on YouTube, it could be in other social networks and things like that. I just want everybody to beware when anybody at all asks you for money directly. So you might get direct messages, you might get comments, you might get people reaching out on other networks and things like that, even if they're friends. There's a very big difference in life when we talk about friends and when we talk about best friends. People can get to know you for a little while and this and that. And I promise I've been duped just as much as anybody else with different things. We had somebody fake their death here in the Superchat community in the first year, and that was, pretty unbelievable at the time. I've been on the internet a very long time, since the start of social media and everything else, and I tend to be skeptical anyway. But I just want to stress this very important message. So if anybody at all directly asks you for money, please consider the idea that they may not be in as much need as they might be letting on, because scams of all types are out there. The people who are great at it are professional, and some of them play the long game. They could get to know you for many months or even years before they start getting into that kind of activity. There are lots of ways to help people without directly handing over money in any way. That could be on PayPal, that could be on Cash App, that could be in any number of different ways. And I would like to think that because all of us live with generosity at the forefronts of our minds, I put a lot of focus on that here, that if somebody was truly in need, we might be able to do our own research, if we want to call it that, figure out what can be done and probably help in a lot of cases. I'm not talking about charity. I'm not talking about when somebody's just going through a hard time. These things happen. But what I'm talking about is people specifically asking you for money. And forgive me, I get passionate about a lot of things, but it's come to my attention that this has increased over a long period of time. There's a million scams out there. We know about it with the emails, the social media stuff, and everything else. But I'm talking about people you've gotten to know specifically asking you for money. Then just please research the idea before handing anything over, because chances are you're not the only one being asked. And, it's really hard sometimes to deal with these things, and the ones who are the best at it can really build guilt in you. So forgive me, I know that's a little bit of a long speech for what I wanted to say in the point, but most of you who know me well enough know that there's no way to avoid that anyway. But I did just want to put it out there. I'll spin the wheel, we'll get to our first channel, and now we'll begin our 614th episode of Superchat. And how fitting would it be that Scratchin' Pete PA, who has been with us for well over 3 years now, is here for every single stream and for literally hours at a time, seeming to be everywhere all the time, supporting other creators, happens to be the first chosen. That's rare. He knows what it's like to be chosen last many times by the wheel, so this is great. And I'll do some introductions now. So I know some of you have been waiting in the chat for a few minutes already. I thought I was going to be late. I wasn't too bad today for that. We'll do our introductions, and then we'll start spinning the wheel. I see I've got quite a few members to put on there. I've already got Canadian Family Life and Just Jason Keto and more. They are always very early in the door. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures is here with us for every stream. Steph sells stuff by the seashore, and Nez Lover, our longtime friends as well. Coaster Water is going to get added to the wheel. And it's going to take me a moment to get through the introductions today. So if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And I'm just adding, I'm digging through the chat here. I think I saw Meditation Paradise Land. That is Carlene Geisha. She recently renamed her channel. I've got her on the wheel. She happens to be a member. I see Vase Place in the house. Intrepids is here. That's a longtime friend. Follow the Bradley's Fun is somebody who's just been with us recently. But it's great to see you again. They've been here a few times now. Randacita is a member. I'll get them onto the wheel right now. And let's see who else is with us for today. Keeping Up with the Griffins. Good to see you in the house. M&T Living and Cooking. Always good to see you in the house. Rock Chick Beauty's here from the UK. It's very late for her. Getting to be probably beyond 2 in the morning. So thank you for being here. Oriane's a long time friend and is used to staying up with us. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead. I'm going to get your channel on the wheel right now. They happen to be a member also. If my copy and paste wants to work. Or if I can type. And Lisa J. Stocks, I saw you. It's taken me a second today. Pardon me, because I was out. I shouldn't set the streams as early as I do sometimes. Some of you know I work on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays outdoor. And I had planned to be ready for 9 p.m. and I kind of raced to get it done. So it's going to take me 2 seconds to get my thoughts together here, but I do appreciate everybody coming in. And Vase Place is talking about QuailCon. That might be something that sounds like it would be big with our homesteading friends. So I'll be looking forward to footage on your channel about that so I can learn. And I think we're just about ready to go. Destiny's Lifestyle Vlogs, good to see you in the house. Kathy Payna, good to have you here. What we're looking at right now for the first channel today is Scratch and Pete PA. This creator's working on 1,700 subscribers. Like I said, they happen to seem to be everywhere all the time. They're actually the reason I use those words to describe them and other creators. You'll notice that he has presentation on the forefront of his mind because his bright, beautiful avatar is matched by the thumbnails for every video, which also feature a little bit of a hint as to the giveaways that happen within his videos. Now that we're back into September, he brings us the Scratch Challenge series of videos, and this is where he pits a couple of lottery tickets against each other, gives us the chance to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. He even updates his banner every week to match next week's video. And then as well, his video editing skills have been complimented ever since the beginning of his channel, and he's getting on almost 3 years of content now. Wheat and Shaw, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I feel like I missed another channel coming in. As long as everybody stays active in the chat, we should get around to everybody. And then VS Speaks Royally, good to see you in the house. Rushing Wind Mountain is also here. My copy and paste is not working everything I try. I don't know why. Pardon me while I whine and complain. I said earlier I don't often talk negatively about things, but oh boy, when something doesn't go my way. Rushing Wind Mountain. I'm copying and pasting. I know you can't see. I've got it in another window here, but that's when I'm staring off into space over here. That's what I'm doing. I'm looking at another. There it is. The Bud Files is here. I knew I saw another channel come in. The Bud Files are here with us every day as well. And they also seem to be everywhere all the time. I've got them on the wheel now. Now, Scratch and Pete PA is also well known for his premieres that run every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. We would have caught that yesterday. He actually did a very special giveaway yesterday that was, unless anybody else caught on to it before the video, I was a little bit surprised, but he threw in a cross promotion with one of the live streams that he brought us from his recent vacation in Italy. He's actually expanded the content on the channel a little bit too. We've got some shorts there. If you hit his live stream, you're going to see the live stream that I'm talking about, where he showed us around a special area of Italy while he was there. Scratch and Pete PA has these premieres that run every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, and what you're going to find in them is the fastest rolling chat, or one of the fastest rolling chats that you've seen in the Tuber Chat family. Faster than this, faster than most others, and it is very fast-paced and high energy, and a lot of fun to be a part of as well. But he is a beloved and dedicated moderator, and has been for the longest time. And all of our moderators here are dear friends of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels, and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of them for premieres or live streams, you'll be invited to meet more friends and family members for your own channel in the same way that we are doing here right now. So I hope everybody will connect with Scratch and Pete PA if you haven't already. And Randacita is coming up right now. I'm just grabbing another couple of names for the wheel. Neil Collects is in the house. And Coastal Water, I've got you on there. I feel like I missed another channel. Roadhog needs to be added to the wheel. Thank you very much. And if anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. We know what it's like to get into a premiere or live stream, get captivated by the content or the conversation, and start saying hello to everybody and forget that thumbs up just for a minute. That's why we give each other so many friendly reminders. I might be about to miss something in the chat. Yeah, I almost missed that. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, thank you. She just dropped a super chat for us. Oh, and Rambling with the Brooms is in the house. Forgive me, I've been off Instagram for a little while. I was asking Scott what was the what are the times for Thursday and Friday. He's got 2 live stream series every Thursday, every Friday. I'm just curious about when you're going. I just want to try to be in there. Scott, Rambling with the Brooms is our newest addition to the moderator squad here. Now, because Hillbilly Chicken Ranch dropped that super chat, we will look at her channel next before I start spinning the wheel again. We always put Super Chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And it is open to everybody. So after a long period of time, probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours tonight, I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. Cool Gamer, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Still, I feel like I'm missing channels, and I don't mean to miss anybody in the chat. I got through a bit of a long speech, and I was a little bit less prepared than I thought to get started for today, but I'm sure that happens to all of us. And Neil Collects is dropping a super chat as well. Thank you very much. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated always. And that channel will be up right after the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch for that reason. Coco Mojo 13 is here. We're going to look at his channel along with his cousin Big Dude. And I'll tell you a special story about those 2 creators when I put their channels up. And Jewel in the Kitchen is here. I just watched an unboxing from her. She's got a new juicer. And Jewel in the Kitchen's been a longtime friend. She's well over 3,000 subscribers now. And I'm looking forward to the juicing recipes she'll have. I've always considered the idea of getting one of those things, but I wonder if I'll literally be too lazy to actually use it. But I wonder if I could take inspiration from some of our friends who have them. Corinne's Life, who's been streaming up a storm the last couple of days as well, is here. She's a member and a moderator, so I've got her on the wheel as well. And forgive me, I know I just asked Scott from Rambling with the Brooms when he's going to be on. Hopefully he's listening. I know sometimes people are here and they put the volume down. And yes, Rambling with the Brooms is our stream boss, actually. Paul's Green Space is here. Pond and Garden Sanctuary, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. So Randacita, who's up on the screen right now, is willing to swap playlists. You'll see a few channels in the chat talking about that. 8 Eastern. Okay, Rambling with the Brooms. I'm going to try to remember that because you did Friday at 8 o'clock last week. I'll be out working tomorrow for sure. So I won't catch Procrastination Thursday. But Rambling with the Brooms is streaming every Thursday and Friday. So Jesse from Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa, who's also known as the Mod Father, will be guest hosting for Procrastination Thursday tomorrow. Grammy's Journal, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Work From Home CGS is brand new in the chat. Oh, that's Carlene Geisha. So thank you. I'm going to try to remember that. Should be easy considering you've got the CGS there. So she's got 2 channels now. I've already got her on the wheel, excuse me, as Meditation Paradise Land. So I will look at both of her channels when it's her turn. So when we look at Randacita, we're going to see a channel that I'm just getting to know. Now, they got some shorts front and center here, so let's have a look. I noticed that they've hit 100 subscribers. The race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. So it's great to see that Randacita's there. They've been with us many times. Some of their shorts have really moved into 1,500, 1,800. One short's over 6,900 views, which is great to see. That's on the road to 7,000. That's just wonderful. When we look at the videos here, this is a channel, like I said, I'm just getting to know, but they're fairly new. They've got quite a few videos here already. I'm just going to take one of these, an easy dinner for 2, twice baked potatoes with chili. So I'm going to see this, and I'm going to put it in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Playlists can be a great tool for that. Yarn Again is on the wheel, but they're also gifting a membership right now, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support, and Paul's Green Space will be happy to have that. They've been a member for a long time, actually. So I put Paul's Green Space on the wheel right now. And we're treating those gifted memberships like Super Chats these days. So we'll put Yarn Again up on the screen right after Neil collects. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. Hilda DC is in the house. She is a beloved and dedicated moderator here. And I missed her stream the other day. Pardon me, because was Corinne's Life on and then probably went to go right into yours? And forgive me if I'm mistaken, but I found out afterwards that you had been on. I saw the notification that said streamed an hour ago. I don't know if that was yesterday, actually. And then Randacita is somebody hopefully everybody will connect to. We want to push her beyond that 100 and get that locked in for her. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is Susan. She dropped a super chat earlier, so we're going to put her channel up on the screen right away. Then we'll look at Neil Collects, then Yarn Again, and then we're going to look at Corinne's Life, actually, who's gifting a membership. So thank you for that. And Philip Lemon will be ecstatic. I'm sure they're a longtime friend. Philip Lemon, I'm going to put on the wheel right now, as they are a member, and we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And Corinne's Life will come up right after Yarn Again, because we're treating those gifted memberships in the same way we do Super Chat. So thank you for that, and thank you everybody for this extra generosity to get us started today. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch dropped a Super Chat earlier. She does that almost every stream lately, actually. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. This is Susan, and what you're going to find on her channel is she's going to inspire us in a spiritual way before anything else. She got quite a bit of variety, both in videos and short. She comes to us with a homesteading type of channel. She could be indoors or outdoors. But one of the things that really shine on this channel are the live streams. Now, I feel terrible because I haven't been able to be there for the last couple of weeks, and I'm hoping I can get in there because she's got an action-packed show, and I always enjoy my time in her live stream. So she starts with a devotional, like I said, inspiring us in a spiritual way, but then we have an opportunity to talk about current events, and she gets quite a list together. The last time I was there, she literally warned us all that it was an action-packed show coming up, and we get a platform where we can kind of talk about the different things that she keeps up with, and I'm talking about newsworthy stuff. So the conversation, of course, is always vibrant, and then she'll bring up StreamYard panelists and further inspire us in a spiritual way with people like Alfonso coming on, bringing some music and things like that. When we get into the videos, we find more typical homesteading type content. Canning right there on the beginning. We've got some cooking and baking videos. We've got Happy Meal videos, product reviews, and a chance to really get to know Susan behind this channel. Now, I'm going to take her latest video and put that in my catch-up list again. She's monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and she's got some shorts on the channel. So we'll look at how these are doing. Right away, we see they're getting into the hundreds of views, one at 700, one at almost 800. So those will likely continue to grow as she posts more and more. But thank you again for another super chat. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, that's Susan. And like I said, she's done that countless times. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Neil Collects came in right after with another super chat, and again, absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. We're looking at his channel right now. I'm just going to take his latest video. Oh, this is interesting. A refurbished computer from Amazon. I'm curious to see what the condition of that was and how you got that working, because I think about those things from time to time. Come hither with Heather's in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. She is from Australia, and I'm just putting her channel on the wheel right now because she happens to be a member. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I see Ron's Keto Cafe has come in. I don't mean to miss anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. The Stock Explorer's here, and they are a member and moderator as well, so I'm going to put them on the wheel. And Neil Collects is an interesting channel. So while I'm still getting to know his content, what I do already know about this channel is that he collects a lot of different things, almost anything that can be collected, to be honest with you. Sometimes we see channels that bring us numismatic collectible coins. A lot of times we see channels that bring us action figures, particularly Pop Funko figures and things like that. I'm sure Barbie is kind of sweeping the nation with that as well. And he will collect any kind of trading cards. Like I said, almost anything that can be collected, right? We see a lot of familiar faces. All the usual suspects are here, but you can see the collection. Even Simpsons, I didn't notice that last time. Even the Simpsons are there with Pokemon and Super Mario and the Hulk. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. It's making me laugh because it's really interesting to see this much of a collection. My sister actually collects a lot of different stuff. She goes to all the Comic-Cons and things like that and displays and makes stuff and things. 3,000, 4,000, even 5,000 on the shorts on this channel. And the videos can include a little bit of extra variety, shout out videos here, almost product reviews, and then I'm interested to see what you've done with that computer that you just got and how that's working out. Great Lakes Adventures, good to see you here. Destination Fun is becoming a longtime friend, as a matter of fact. So I just want to mention something for a moment for everybody in the chat right now. I started today's episode of Tuber Chat with a special message. I think it's very important, and I would love it if you would go back afterwards and just watch the first 5 minutes of the stream and hear what I have to say, because it's something that likely affects all of us or will, and it's something that I hope you'll share that message not in the way that we talk about sharing videos and things like that, but I hope that when you hear about what I have to say, you'll share it with your friends, and we can all be better off. I'm sure you'll understand as soon as you see it. I just don't want to go on about it too much because I spoke for about 5 minutes about it. Neil Collects. So thank you again for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. Now we've got another couple of channels to see. Yarn Again gifted a membership, and I really do appreciate that extra generous support. FR Humphrey, I don't know if I said hello, but I did put you on the wheel. Yarn Again has got 551 subscribers, and I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about right now. They've got some shorts on their channel that are front and center here. We'll look at these, and we see a lot of the beautiful things that they're making and a lot of the products that they're reviewing as well. Yarn Again tells us right away we're going to have pretty much a fiber craft, and maybe even other crafts channel as well. So when we look at the About page, we get an idea of what they're going to do on the channel. But it's an interesting story about it, how it started, because it was inspired by another creator, and I love the story behind this channel. I'm just going to take their latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That gives me a chance to catch up with them. Again, playlists can be a great tool for that, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And like I said, we want to push them towards the 600 subscribers they're thinking about, but they have to be excited about the new monetization requirements that say 500 is what will get you in the door. Have fun. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. So I'm going to start to move a little bit faster already. Corinne's Life is coming up right now. She is a dear friend of over 3 years now, I believe, and is a fellow Canadian, as a matter of fact. I never mentioned that about Scratch and PPA. I always forget to mention that Scratch and PPA happens to be a fellow Canadian. But Corinne's Life is as well. And I mean, all of us are lucky to have people from all over the world in our YouTube channels and in our communities, but I think it's one of the most fun things to be able to meet people and get a view through their eyes at the different things in the world we might not have been otherwise able to see. Corinne's Life comes to us from Nova Scotia, so hopefully everybody will connect with her right away. She really does have a channel that is dedicated to everything that is Corinne's Life. I see I bring it every day coming into the chat. Thank you for being here. Chef Shapino, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They're dropping a highlighted milestone message. And, yes, brother from another mother. Thank you for that. Kimberly Gila, good to see you here. You'll notice that what just happened is Chef Shapino happens to be a member, and they just dropped a highlighted milestone message in the chat. Those are interesting because they're a free bonus for anybody that's a member on any channel where they are enabled, and it comes up once a month. So it flies through the chat like a super chat, but it's colored green for the members, and you'll notice that it knocks a little bit of life off of our stream boss. So I know Rambling with the Brooms will be happy about that as well. Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network is a one-of-a-kind channel in the Tuber Chat family. It's good to see you here, bringing us fantasy football. And when I talk about Corinne's Life, her content, like I said, encompasses everything that can be considered Corinne's Life. But she could be cooking, she could be cleaning, she could be working, she could be traveling, she could be out bringing us on an adventure, or she could be bringing us a haul from many different places. She also does a lot of live streaming. She's found on a lot of other people's StreamYard panels, and she hosts StreamYard panels of her own. She's actually been streaming up a storm, like I said, for the last couple of days. So hopefully everybody will catch her doing almost marathon streams at times there. You'll see that presentation is at the forefront of her mind as well, but you've probably seen some of her merchandise around as well. She prints everything from hats to mugs to shirts to the mug that I hold in my hand every day, as well as vinyl stickers, Christmas ornaments we'll be thinking about soon, and things like that. And I know she's been doing a lot of work for people in the Tuber Chat family, which is great. And she sent over a few things here, and I've had her actually do a couple of things as well. So it's interesting to see that this creator will give us a behind-the-scenes look at how she makes the merchandise, but then as well, she could be used as a resource when it's time to think about merchandise for our own videos and channels as well. So I hope everybody will connect to Corinne's Life. we want to push her towards the 2,200 subscribers that she's thinking about now. So thank you again, Yarn Again and Corinne's Life, for gifting those memberships. I really do appreciate that. And there's a few glitches that have been going on YouTube lately. So the chat is one thing. I don't know what's going on with this, because it's been like a month now where sometimes your chat will go completely black. And then you can try refreshing the page, at least on a computer, and sometimes it still stays empty. And then after somebody says something or a few seconds, it will come back. That's what I've found, but that's an idea. And then as well, a few things in the background in YouTube Studio. A lot of the numbers are way off of what they usually are, and I've been hearing about that lately a little bit from creators as well. Anybody can reach out anytime, by the way. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. And Dark Swordsman Gaming, good to see you in the house. They happen to be a member. I just caught them actually in a live stream. For the life of me, why can't I remember what game you were playing? That was just yesterday. Yesterday or this morning. I think it was yesterday. And, yes, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. So let's spin the wheel. Thank you again, Corinne's Life and Yarn Again. Thank you to our Super Chatters as well. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And it looks like we're going to look at Coco Mojo 13 in about 3.5 minutes. All right, we're back. We're going to look at Coco Mojo 13 in a quick second here. I don't know why I've been doing this lately. When we're looking at channels, there's no real format that's set out. It's basically something for us to do while we're here connecting with each other for 2.5 to 3 hours. I'm literally just here to fill in the time. What I like about putting channels on the screen is that over time I get to know the channels. Over weeks and months by watching videos, hanging out in live streams and premieres, I get to know the content. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators as well. So there's nothing set in stone to say what I'm going to say or what I'm going to do. We put channels on the screen for a roughly even amount of time. We get through as many as we can in 3 hours or so. But on the last stream, or the one before that, Just Jason Keto was on, and I forgot to go through his shorts. I don't know why. And I almost did the same thing to Corinne's life right now. We've been putting a lot of focus on shorts lately, so I just wanted to talk about this for a second. Then we'll look at Coco Mojo 13, the Journals of Awakening. Good to see you in the house. So Corinne's life has had some success with shorts, and that's why I wanted to bring this to everybody's attention. But look at some of these, getting over 7,400 views. One of them that's still moving is 9,400. That's a recent one she posted, actually. And then she's got a breakout short over 77,000. But she's got lots of them here with thousands of views. So I just wanted to show you that. Now we'll look at Coco Mojo 13. And I said we've got a special story to go here. So the story comes from the thumbnail that we see right now in the very first shorts video on the channel. You'll notice Coco Mojo 13 and his cousin, Big Dude, who actually found us a few months ago and then introduced us to Coco Mojo 13. I think it's always special when we have in real life friends and family of any kind that are supporting each other, because the biggest complaint that I've gotten on YouTube in the last 6 years is, why is it so difficult to get our in real life friends and family members to support us and our YouTube channels when we can find people online willing to do it? So like I said, this makes it that much more special when we find in real life friends and family members that are willing to do it. Coco Mojo 13 and Big Dude support each other wholeheartedly. They bring us similar content with separate channels. So I'm just going to have a look at the shorts here first, but you can see that Coco Mojo 13 has started and is bringing us shorts already into up to over 500 views. Live streams are frequent, and we find a lot of Bible study here more than anything else. So obviously this creator will inspire us in a spiritual way. As well, lots of videos here, mostly talking head videos, but even collaborations as well. Now when we get to his cousin, Big Dude, we see another creator, and both of these cousins happen to be generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters here in Superchat. I'm just going to give you the handle for Big Dude because he has a popular name for his channel. It could be a little bit difficult to find. The channels that are hardest to find are the ones that need our help the most, so it really is worth it for these creators if we search, find, and click on their names. We could do that by matching the avatar, even when we get a lot of different search results, and your search results will likely be different than mine. Some of that is based on geographics. YouTube's always trying to predict what we might be looking for, but the more we search, find, and click on each other, the more we'll rise up the search results, and eventually YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular Big Dude or any other channel. So more shorts on this channel. Both of these creators, Coco Mojo 13 and Big Dude, post frequently. Some of these include celebrities and public figures, so some of the views have gotten into the thousands. I'm just going to take one of their latest shout out videos, put that in my catch-up list, and when I get over to the live streams, you'll find a lot more Bible study and inspiration in a spiritual way from this creator as well. So let's spin the wheel. We got another channel ready to go. And again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I forgot to take Coco Mojo 13 off the wheel, so I'll do that now and then we'll spin. Pardon me just for a quick second here. Let's get Hilda DC ready to go. Oh, did I miss? Oh, I might have missed something. Oh, I made a mistake today at the beginning of the stream. Okay, that's okay. So today, actually, I didn't realize I didn't have a featured channel set up for the next stream, but today I think I should have featured Yarn again. Now, thankfully, we did put them up fairly early. Usually what I do is I feature a different channel every single day on every episode, and you see that in the thumbnails of the Tuber Chat videos or streams, as well as on our social networks. For the next couple of episodes, I'm going to skip that just so we can move a little bit faster, and we'll see how that goes for a while. But Yarn again was supposed to have been featured today. They're an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I'm glad they got up early, but it was something that I overlooked because I wanted to talk about something very important with a different kind of beginning to today's stream. So if anybody wasn't here at the beginning that is watching now, I hope that after the stream is over, at any time in the future, but especially in the next couple of days, I hope you'll just go back and watch the first few minutes. We're not on again until Saturday, so it'll be the latest live stream replay after today. So Hilda DC is up right now, and thank you, by the way, for bringing that to my attention. I did overlook that today. I got ahead of myself. That's from rushing. Mistakes I find are always made when you rush. I promise you, I make as many mistakes as anybody else. Scratch and PPA, thankfully, is usually able to catch most of them or all of them. But it's always when I'm either rushing or trying to do two things at once. So Hilda DC's up on the screen, and this is a beloved and dedicated moderator. She might be streaming tomorrow, so we'll put our notification on for that. Hilda DC has a special story. Every moderator here on Tuber Chat has a special story behind my friendship with them, their friendships with each other, the reason why they are a moderator here. I don't want everybody to have to be bogged down with moderator duties. I'm very grateful that we have friends that are willing to help, when it's necessary and things like that. But that's one of the reasons why we don't have a ton of moderators. I don't want everybody to have to do it all the time. We want our moderators to enjoy our content as well, right? Whether they're premieres or streams or whatever. Megatastic, good to see you in the house for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. So, pardon me, Hilda DC has a special story, and thank you, Stace. Good to see you. This creator is very well known here in the Tuber Chat family. She's been a dear friend and a moderator for about 3 years now, but she is known as one of the most encouraging creators that I've met in my 6 years on YouTube. She really stands out in that way. And what I'm talking about is when you start following Hilda DC and see some of her content and the way she interacts with her audience and her community, you'll see that she absolutely stands behind and beside her friends and followers equally. She's got positive affirmations through all of her content, either from the creator herself, special effects on the screen. She even gets Nightbot on the case. But you can see a very strong-willed creator here and somebody who encourages others greatly. So she brings a lot of variety. She'll tell you on her banner. She brings vlogs, challenges, mukbangs, reviews, happy eating, dancing, sad dancing, weird food combinations, mukbang style challenges, collaborations with others, a lot of live streams, including StreamYard panels, and she's been known to join other people. I've been on her channel, I've been on many other people's channels with her, and she always is a dynamic creator and does a great job of keeping the conversation going as well. Now, I hope everybody will connect with her. We'd love to push her towards the 2,500 subscribers she's thinking about. Of course, she's monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. She's got shorts getting into 3,000, even 6,000 views, and a breakout shorts over 47 67,000. This is what I'm talking about with the live streams. I missed the one she did yesterday. She's got one coming up hopefully tomorrow, after being 3 years on YouTube and finding us pretty soon after she started. And then videos are usually frequent on the channel as well, so we'll be looking forward to more content from her. So I hope everybody will connect with Hilda DC. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Oh, Megatastic just made their channel today. And is that a creator we already know? Or are you here as a brand new creator and a brand new channel? Mike and Rihanna's Adventures are coming up right now. They're here with us for every stream, and I see them out in other people's chats as well as on StreamYard panels all the time. They're incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. They've actually got 2 channels now. Mike has recently become a travel agent, so you'll get a little bit of travel talk on the channel in between a lot of the homesteading content. They happen to be fellow Canadians as well. They're over in Medicine Hat, Alberta. They might be indoors, they might be outdoors, they might be in the kitchen, they might be taking us on an adventure, and they might be giving us a chance to get to know them. When we get into the shorts videos on the channel, we see that some of these have started to get well over 2,300 views on several of them. Those will probably continue to grow. And then they stream frequently as well. Typically on Sundays, they have their series called Sunday Fun. It's a chance to get to know them, and they always have a lively chat with a vibrant community surrounding them. I'm going to show you another channel here called Rihanna's Life Adventures, and this is a complimentary channel to Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, and they're working on monetization right now. Rihanna's Life Adventures has 73 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the first 100. She's got a few shorts here, and one of these has already hit 800, which is great to see. Videos on the channel bring more complimentary content from Rihanna. She might be outdoors, she might be indoors. Same goes for live streams. They might take us outside for a balloon launch. They might be inside, giving us a chance to get to know them better. And hopefully everybody will connect with Mike and Rihanna on both of these channels. So, forgive me, I forgot to mention earlier, and I try never to forget, Michael's Adventures had a week off work, so he was with us for every stream for the last few days. And today he can't be with us just because he's, literally working. It's a work schedule. Otherwise, he's here for every stream he can be. He's here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. But he always makes sure to send his regards and wants to make sure that I let everybody know he's thinking about us whenever he can't be here. So I hope everybody will seek out Michael's Adventures as well and connect with him. He's been a dear friend of about 3 years as well. Makeup Mom and Son is in the house as a member and a moderator, so I've got them on the wheel. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Get Lit with Shay is dropping a super chat right now, so I'm going to put them on the screen right away, and we'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. We always put super chatters on the screen right away in order. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and after a long period of time, we will add some names to our wheel from our chat list. It usually takes about 2 hours or so. And then Megatastic, thank you for that. And then Neil Collects just asked about how long does watch time take to update. And thank you. I saw somebody reach out to them and say that it takes about 48 hours. I'd give it even up to 72, but that's right. Somewhere between 2 and 3 days. You don't want to... I wish for everybody to look at the numbers in your YouTube studio as frequently as you can stand. I'm a nerd and a geek, so I love that stuff. I can stare at charts and graphs all day. Statistics are literally my thing, it seems. But I know not everybody loves it as much as me, but if you look at the analytics, you will find patterns in there, and I promise it will improve your channel, your videos, and your performance. But I don't want anybody to get too caught up in them. One of the biggest reasons is because YouTube fluctuates our numbers all the time. You might do a live stream. I just did a live stream on my personal channel yesterday. Woke up this morning and watched my TubeBuddy thing go down on my app by about 25 views or something like that. And you're like, what on earth is going on? How can people unwatch my video. It's impossible, but it's just because the numbers, they do this all the time. It happens to our likes, our views, our subscribers, our watch hours. Even you'll notice if you get into, hopefully not trolling, but you know, eventually we all have a couple come by. Even the thumbs down usually disappear after a couple of days. So thank goodness for that. One short video on this channel, so hopefully we'll see some more, but Get Lit with Shay has already got 480 views on that. This creator's got 219 subscribers right now, and I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 they're thinking about. I'm still getting to know this channel, but I'm just going to grab their latest video. This is really cool, picking up a vending machine. I always wanted to own vending machines, and I never did. And I had somebody offer me a couple machines for free once. This is getting on about 7 years ago, right before I started on YouTube. And I just had nowhere to put them, no way to get them. I mean, you can always find a way to get something if you try hard enough, but I had nowhere to put these things at all. Nowhere to store them, nowhere to keep them. And I let them go. And by the time I could have gone back, it was far too late. But that would have been interesting. And then, yeah, not all the time Neil collects, because it'll drive you nuts, right? Sometimes I have people reach out to me and they're like, oh, I lost a subscriber today. And it's like, yeah, I understand it's frustrating, but it's frequent. So we just want to not drive ourselves bananas by worrying about it too much. Lots of great work on the thumbnails here, so I'm glad to see that. And I'll be looking forward to more, including pranks, story time, and hanging out, getting to know Get Lit with Shay. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. And thank you for that super chat, by the way. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words in the chat for everybody. T and Sharinda TV. I should have known. Forgive me. I should have known. I didn't want to say I recognize that creator, but I'm not sure. Yes, T and Sharinda TV. So they've renamed the channel, but thank you for that. So it's a longer time friend than I had said when I said I'm still getting to know the channel. We've actually known them a long time here. So I hope everybody will connect with them, though. We'd love to push this channel towards the 300 they're thinking about. The Bud Files, let's get them up on the screen. And thank you again for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. When we look at the Bud Files, we see a channel that includes creators that have really expanded their content over the last year or so. Oh, did I miss the second channel? Forgive me, Get Lit with Shay. So T and Sharinda TV, I didn't realize they had the first channel still going. I see what they've done. They've broken off into a second channel. But you'll find that when you get to Get Lit with Shay. And like I said, they're longtime friends, actually. And, yeah, Just Jason Keto and more is just having a conversation in the chat talking about watch hours. But they've been streaming a lot lately, and their watch hours apparently have been increasing because of it. So, yeah, Vase Place is making me laugh in the chat. The streams, live streaming in any way, shape, or form seems to really help watch hours and views, as a matter of fact, because my math tells me that you get about 1 view for every 5 minutes that somebody's in your live stream, and that is not the same case with other types of content, apparently. So I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's what I've observed. So the Bud Files have really expanded their content in the last year, but they seek to be modern day archaeologists more than anything else. And that means that they want to uncover history and digitally preserve it in video, which they do. I'm just going to take their latest Way Back Wednesday video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list right now. Mona did what? Good to see you in the house. And then when I look at their channel, first of all, I see they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. When we get there, forgive me, I know I'm mentioning their channel. Dark Swordsman Gaming just dropped a super chat. I'm going to put that channel on the screen next. And then I'll get back to spinning the wheel right after. We always put super chatters on the screen in order. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. When we look at the about page here, the bud files are going to tell us that they uncover history and digitally preserve it, like I was saying, by going to ghost towns, abandoned places, graveyards, cemeteries, things like that. Now, when we look at the shorts, this is what we see on a lot of different channels. We see a lot of variety regardless of the niche or category. When we look here, we see that they've gotten up to 3,400, even 5,000 views on their shorts. One breakout, over 15,000 views. Live streams are frequent on the channel as well. Once in a while, I'm able to catch them. They could be indoors, they could be outdoors, they could be singing, dancing, playing a game, or giving us a chance to get to know them. Otherwise, they're working on history lessons and showing us a lot of interesting places. So we'd love to push them towards the 1,400 subscribers that we know that they're thinking about. Forgive me, I want to make sure I pronounce this right. I know you've been here a few times. Is it Aplo Ninja Clips? I think you said that was right the first time. Forgive me if I was mistaken, but Upload Ninja Clips. Good to see you here. So let's look at Dark Swordsman Gaming. The bud files, you'll know I mentioned earlier in the stream, they seem to be everywhere all the time. When I'm out trying to support creators, bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them constantly. So I just want to put focus on that so you know what kind of support to expect back from them. Megatastic. So what happens here in Tuber Chat is it's open to everyone. It takes a very long time. You can see we're quite busy. I'm very grateful for that. We always are. Over 100 channels will come through every live stream. Some will be brand new every day. Some will have been with us for 3 years now, and everywhere in between. After a long period of time, usually an hour and a half to 2 hours, I start adding names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in the chat. And I have a robot in the background, which I'm going to show you, which will help me keep track of that. So right now, I just refreshed it. This is Botissimo, and it's a paid robot. It's like Nightbot, Streamlabs, Stream Elements. You've seen a couple of messages from it. And you can see that some of the creators who are really being active in the chat in conversation are up at the top of the list, like Vase Place there, Wheaton Shaw, Rushing Wind Mountain, and things like that. So after a long period of time, like I said, I will add some names to the wheel from the chat list, but it takes a very long time. So it might still be an hour from now or longer. What we're looking at right now is Dark Swordsman Gaming with 145 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. I just noticed they've got a new video, and I just caught them for a live stream. I think it was yesterday as well. They bring a lot of video gameplay, and they mix up the video games while we're there as well. We'll notice that. They post frequently. They also stream frequently. So you'll see I caught them yesterday playing Final Fantasy. I couldn't remember for the life of me what the game was that you were on, but I should have known. See, I've never played Final Fantasy myself after all these years. I do love games. I just don't make enough time to play. 1,200 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,300 they're thinking about. And I know I say it a couple of times, but I'm hoping eventually to see shorts, just because usually I don't tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do with their channel. I certainly don't mean to come across that way, even if I slip and absolutely say that. But what I mean is that I have heard, and we've seen a little bit, that shorts from gaming clips can do very well in certain circumstances. So there are AI tools out there now that can take your content and even your long form videos, your streams afterwards and things, and it can cut the shorts out for you, and you could give it a try and see. But it's just an idea more than anything else. Butler Family Farm, good to see you in the house. I don't think I have you on the wheel yet. Oh God, I can hear myself screaming at the microphone. I Bring It Every Day is coming up right now. We're going to look at that channel in a second. Those of you who live stream know what I'm talking about, but sometimes you find yourself raising your voice, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm screaming at the camera right now. I really do it outdoors too. You got to be careful about that when you're in public places doing outdoor live streams like restaurants and things like that, because you can really interfere with everybody's good time. Mark the Shark, good to see you in the house. Embarkation Nation, good to have you here. Coffee Walks and whatever is in the house as well. Neil collects. Yeah, could you imagine? So the truth is, now I never want to solicit that kind of thing. I never want to solicit super chats and memberships. I'm sure everybody can see Superchats doing just fine. Most of you know I'm lucky enough to be able to work. I have a full-time gig, half of which is YouTube and other social media anyway. But in the case of super chats and memberships, we do put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel right away, but we've insisted from the beginning, and I insist forever, everything will be open to everybody. So for instance, you notice once in a while Nightbot or one of the robots will come into the chat and mention the fact that we don't have ads on Superchat. I took them off a long time ago, and you can see that obviously there's enough, Super Chat and membership activity that we don't feel the need to have to tie everybody up with ads here, because I know how important it is for everybody to get in and out of the chat as quick as you can when you're going to other people's channels. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Emotions in the house. That is a talented singer and songwriter who also happens to be a member and moderator. So I've got them on the wheel. Katie's Kitchen is going to be on the wheel as well. Controversial Cruising, forgive me, I never put you on yet. If any of the members notice that I don't put your channel on the wheel right away, or if you wonder, then please give me a nudge or ask one of our moderators. If I know it's difficult to see the list of names if you're on a phone, and when it's big like this, it's hard to, I got to scroll and everything else. But I'd rather make the mistake of doing it twice than not doing it. I Bring It Every Day is up on the screen right now. And they bring us a lot of variety, as a matter of fact. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They've been a long-time friend. We'd love to push them towards 1,600. They bring us a lot of fiber crafts, but they've really expanded their content lately. They've done a lot of live streams. For some reason, I keep catching them for the ones where they go out to different yard sales or flea markets and things like that. I've caught them frequently lately. Look, they're streaming so frequently that I have to go back. Oh, it's longer than I thought. A month ago, I caught them for a few streams in a row, it felt like there. Sometimes they take us out for, they do some crochet and other fiber crafts, but they take us out with other groups that do it in real life as well and bring us along with, which I think is really cool. They've got some Hobby Lobby hauls on here, and then they bring us some of the different finds that they get at different yard sales and flea markets and things. They're always creating things and are a very dynamic host. They do an incredible job of keeping up with the chat, even when they're out busy looking around and showing us around. So I hope everybody will connect with them. I Bring It Every Day. Like I said, we'd love to push them towards the 1,600 subscribers they're thinking about, and they've got quite a bit of members-only content on there as well for everybody to enjoy when you become a member over there. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Hilda DC was already on the screen, so I'm just taking them off. I'll spin the wheel again right now. I can see I got to clean up the wheel a little bit. I'm way behind. And we are going to be on for another 2 hours almost. So lots of time to put lots of channels on the wheel and the screen. Again, it comes down to who's most active in the chat. So the robot helps take care of that. Not everybody can stay for 3 hours, of course, and I do appreciate every moment everybody's here. What we're going to do right now is go for 3.5 minutes. We'll come back with Mama 4 Boys. All right, we're back and looking at Mama 4 Boys. Dark Swordsman Gaming might have gone, but if you're still here, thank you again for that super chat before we went. I think Mama 4 Boys has a new avatar here, and forgive me if I didn't notice it before, but I think that's new. Chef Chapino just dropped a gifted membership in the chat. Mona did what? Pick that up. I'm not sure if they're still in the house. If they are, I'll put them on the wheel right away. But thank you for that. Chef Chapino's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. I've got them ready to go next. And right now we're looking at Mama 4 Boys, who is going to, more than anything else, bring us a lot of delicious looking content. One of the things I talk about with this channel all the time is the fact that the meals that I see and the dishes that I see on this channel really hit home for me. They remind me of a lot of things I either, eat regularly or grew up eating, right? And there's tons of stuff here. There's everything from mac and cheese to homemade pizza. They've got traditional holiday meals. They've got hamburger helper, like how you can make that kind of thing from scratch instead of looking in the store at the either frozen food section or, like here's how we make this kind of stuff. So it's great to see all this homemade food, and I'm sure you'll feel the same way I do when you get there. But they're also incredibly supportive. I see them everywhere all the time when I'm out trying to support other creators as well. Mama 4 Boys has been incredibly supportive for as long as I can remember. 1,400 subscribers on this channel right now. I'm just going to grab their latest lamb chops video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to get caught up with them. And when we look at the live streams here, this is something they've experimented with, so we'll just keep an eye on the channel. We've always got notification bells on for everybody so that we can catch that if they're going to live stream again. So Mama 4 Boys, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, but literally seeming to be everywhere all the time. Chef Chapino's coming up right now, and this is a creator who makes occasional appearances here in Superchat, but they've been a longtime friend as well. Somebody who is definitely an advocate for helping others grow. They're incredibly supportive. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. I see they've got a few new videos, but what I'm going to do is actually take not the latest two. I'm going to take this one that's a few minutes longer, the dinner service video. The reason why is because it's a little bit longer than the other two, and I can see I'm behind, so I just want to grab something a little bit longer, get a few more watch minutes in there for you as well. So Chef Chapino's working on 1,700 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone right now. And then let's get caught up with what they're doing with shorts here. Some of these shorts have gotten into well over 2,000 views, almost 3,000, over 4,000, which is great to see. And then we'll look at the live streams, and we see that Chef Chapino was just live today. So hopefully we'll catch him for another one soon. I've got the notification bell on, as I do for all creators, and we do that in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and the hopes of catching as much content from each other as we can as well. But thank you for that gifted membership, Chef Chapino. I really do appreciate that. Like I said, if Mona Did What is still in the house, we'll put them on the wheel right away. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Mind Forked is getting on there right now. Mitchie Boo is in the house. Good to see you here. She's got two channels. That's Mitchell and Doll as well. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat, but as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Let's spin the wheel and we'll see who's coming up next. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Via Speaks Royally is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. Via Speaks Royally is a longtime friend as well. And part of me, my voice is... I'm just screaming today. For no reason either. Oh, and thank you, Philip Lemon. Right before we speak about VS Speaks Royally, we'll see what's going on. Yes, I happen to be splitting my time between Toronto and Niagara. Officially, I live in Niagara, but I grew up, was born, raised, and continue to work around Toronto at least a few days a week. So what I try to remember every day is that it's not as hot as it was last year, because last year I had a lot of intimate conversations with God where I was not pleased with how unbelievably hot things were. They were one-sided conversations. Gonna thank goodness, but when the heat got into like halfway through September last year, you've never heard somebody whine and cry and complain as much as I did during those couple of weeks. It was like constant heat with no relief at all. So I thank God every day now that this year has not been anything like that, but it's not been too terrible. Today was apparently really hot, but once you're already, if you have to be outdoors or especially working, once you're like hot and sweating, it doesn't matter anymore. It might as well be 50 degrees, right? VS Speaks Royally is working on 5,000 subscribers. Pardon me. Now, you know that I usually say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of 5,000 or 3,000 and beyond. 3,000 seems to be a pretty telling marker. This creator brings a small amount of variety, usually in shorts, sometimes in videos. Well, look at those first. We see that some of the shorts have gotten into well over 4,000, almost 5,000 views. One of them over 7,200. And then when we get into their videos, we find a little bit of variety sprinkled in between their main subject, which happens to be the royal family. And what a year they've had, right? There's always a lot going on with the royal family, but this channel was already well established to by covering a lot of the royal family activities to really be able to bring us a lot of perspective when it comes to the idea of what's been going on the last year. Many different stories, of course, and the saga is ongoing. But this creator is also very known for engaged conversation, and I talk about it all the time. It's how we run the wheel here. It really helps other creators when you engage in true conversation on their channels, especially in premieres and live streams. When you visit VS Speaks Royally, you'll find vibrant conversation in their channel, in their chat, but they do a great job of leading that conversation by staying well versed and up to date in their subject as well. When they're out supporting other creators, I see that they engage conversation everywhere that they go, including here in Superchat. And then Just Andrea, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Alfonso, we were talking about you earlier. Alfonso Cemento, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They're fairly new to our channel, but we recognize them from the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch and several other channels as well. Doof Doof Paranormal, Karen from Australia is dropping a super chat. They've done that countless times. And you know what's funny about that? They sent a super chat and they're talking about have cake and coffee on them. So thank you for that. But a friend had a birthday this week. And so I literally had a piece of cake just yesterday. But yeah, coffee is now a daily thing for me in between the monsters, which I hope to eventually get rid of. Doof Doof Paranormal's coming up on the screen right now, but thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. They've done this countless times already. Doof Doof Paranormal is a channel that's just been with us a couple of months now, getting on maybe a few months, but they came into the Tuber Chat family just blazing with over-the-top generosity, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that again. One of the things that I noticed on this channel, and I talk about it occasionally now, is the idea of the shorts videos. So I've seen other creators talk about this as well, but when we think about the idea of shorts and how to get those things to move, sometimes we just win the lottery with it, right? You just put out a shorts video, you get thousands of views right away, takes a break, and then you get a few more thousand views. It happens frequently, and we've got a few people here in the Tuber Chat family, many now actually, that have got shorts that have moved into thousands and thousands of views, right? Some of them tens of thousands. We've even seen a few over hundreds of thousands, one of them well over 700,000, which is great to see from Be Amazing Sylvia. But what I wanted to point out that I really liked about this channel when I saw it is the production value of some of these shorts videos. Now, I'm not going to watch it too long because I don't watch videos here in Superchat at all. But you see how the beginning of that shorts video instantly had an animation? Hopefully you caught that. If not, you just hopefully head to their channel, connect with them, you'll see what I mean. But it was something that struck me right away. When we look at channels like this that are bringing us paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations, we see a very vibrant community. So much so, as a matter of fact, that I've actually been out on a few paranormal investigations myself with a couple of creators from the Superchat family. So hopefully everybody will connect with Doof Doof Paranormal. I see Come Hither with Heather on one of your thumbnails there, which is great to see. I'm always happy to see creators collaborating with each other, and we see that they stream frequently as well. It looks like about once a week. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. We've always got notification bells on for every channel so that we can catch them as often as possible and have the best chance of catching as much content as possible as well. So that's Doof Doof Paranormal. Thank you again for the super chat. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. Like I said, they've done that countless times already. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead is coming up, and I see Maritza's Yarn and Crafts in the chat. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead is coming up right now. I just watched a video from this channel this morning, I think, as a matter of fact. And then when we look at their subscribers, we see they're working on 900 right now. I see shorts on the channel. We'll look at those first. And when we have a look, we see that some of these have already gotten into 3,000, almost 4,000, well over 4,100 views. A lot of variety here. And obviously a homesteading channel that's going to bring us a lot of indoor and outdoor activity. But I see they've got a brand new video as well. This is going to be interesting. I don't know enough about honeybees, so I'm just going to grab this video. I put that in my catch-up list. I know it's a long one, but I'll look forward to seeing what you have to say there. Live streams seem to be fairly frequent on the channel, about once a week, so I've got a notification on for that. They're expecting to do one tomorrow. A little bit earlier than at this time, so hopefully everybody will catch that as well. That's our Georgia Suburban Homestead, obviously generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. And this was interesting. Turmeric is something that apparently has a lot of health benefits, but I've seen that recommended many times as something that, you know, everybody should kind of be consuming more of, let's just say, almost everybody. Ghostly Winds, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They're here from Australia. They bring us retro video gameplay more than anything else. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. Ghostly Winds is responsible for naming my catch-up list, which is the playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Coastal Water is coming up right now, and this is another special story. You heard me talk about this a little bit earlier when I mentioned Big Dude and Coco Mojo 13, but Coastal Water is another special channel. First of all, she's an incredibly supportive creator. She seems to be everywhere all the time as well. She does a lot of live streaming. She brings us a lot of homesteading type content. She started getting into product reviews and unboxings lately, but a lot of times I've caught her in the kitchen. Once in a while she'll take us out on an adventure. One of the things that we see with Coastal Water is some shorts videos. These have started to get into 2,500, even 3,400 views and beyond. And then when we get into live streams, she's got a couple of series, including this is Cooking with Coastal, where she's going to bring us cooking videos, but in a live stream format. And then, go fishing with Coastal Water. Her husband has a fishing channel. And then she has these ones called Car Confessions, where she takes us out for a chance to get her know her as she goes about her day or about her errands and things like that. Backlash Fisherman is often found with her. This is a husband and wife combo. And the special story that I have when I talk about these channels is the idea that they're in real life family. So it's a husband and wife combination here with separate channels channels that support each other wholeheartedly. Alfonso is just asking, what is better, premieres or live streams, and how do you keep up with the chat? So the chat, whether you do a premiere really is just a video that you've decided to present with a live chat, right? And it can give you a lot of views compared to what you might have had if you just released the video. The idea is, for instance, let's just say you had a 10-minute video. Would you get more views in the first 10 minutes by releasing it or by having a premiere? And in almost every case, premieres are the way to go. If you want to do them, they work best when they're consistent. It takes a while to get the audience built up, but you can. And we see channels like Scratch and PPA is the perfect example of somebody who can run a premiere and have up to 50 people watching, sometimes even more. Thank you, Mr. Fulton Mraz, and happy anniversary. When we look at live streams and how to keep up with the chat, there's a setting called slow mode that you can put on, and what that's going to do is restrict people from sending messages in the chat. You could change the time on it so people can only send a message once every 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, and things like that. You just have to be a little bit careful with that, because a lot of times I've put slow mode on and then had people come in mistaking the idea that they might be timed out. Because when you time somebody out, or a moderator times somebody out, there's a little timer around the send button for the chat that spins and shows them that they're restricted. And it doesn't change based on whether you're in slow mode or whether you've been timed out, as far as I know so far. I haven't used it in a very long time. But you don't want to confuse people. If you absolutely need it, slow mode is the way to go. Lots of people will be able to help you with that, of course, as you're about to do it. You can even change it while you're live. And if you want to, you can have a couple of managing moderators if you have people you truly trust in your chat, and they can do it for you while you're live so that you don't have to stop everything to get that done, if that makes sense. Backlash Fisherman is Coastal Waters' husband. He's a first responder. He brings us fishing first on his channel. When we look at the shorts videos, we see that this creator's gotten into 3,100, even 3,800 views and beyond. And then videos bring us all different types of fishing in all different types of places. And then when we get into live streams, he brings Hobby Hangout, where he hangs out with other creators and they talk about different crafty types of things. He brings us fishing occasionally. He's got a series called Cooking with Backlash now, where he's bringing his cooking skills to the camera, and then as well he'll take us on ride-along live streams similar to what we saw from his wife Coastal Water. So I always think it's extra special when we have in real life friends and family members, in this case a married couple, that are supporting each other wholeheartedly the way that they do. They're on each other's channels all the time. And then so let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. And then inappropriate comments. So Alfonso, in the background of your YouTube studio, it's easiest to get from the computer. You can set your channel to be pretty tight. So I have Superchat set extremely tight, possibly too much at times, but this is a utilitarian channel, so there's really no need for anybody to get into really passionate negative conversation, I don't believe. So that's an idea. Every live stream or premiere has the ability to have set whether inappropriate comments will be held for review. So that's an idea. You can play with those settings until you find a way that works for you. And then otherwise, moderators will help you delete them. Oh, Neil collects. Yeah, listening to your voice while you're watching the your own premiere. Yes, one of the things you want to do is make sure if you're doing a premiere that you can be there at the time. It is very awful, in my opinion, when you run a premiere and are not there to interact with the audience. Lots of people will just give up on you and not come back. And lots of people have made the mistake, including myself more than once, of scheduling a premiere and not making it in there. And I just don't think that that's helpful. But if you are sure that you can schedule a premiere at a time where you're available, then it can be something that really helps the channel, as a matter of fact. Mr. Fulton Miraz is up here. He's a friend of over 3.5 years. He's been with me since long before Tuberchat was even a thought. He supports all of my channels and is one of the first creators I met in the small YouTuber community. It's interesting, after 600 episodes of Tuberchat, he still comes by occasionally to give us some good news and support other creators. He's got over 2,000 subscribers on his channel. He's interviewed a lot of other creators and brings a lot of variety as well. He's got a few shorts, and these have gotten into 1,300, even 1,700 views and beyond, and it's pure variety on this channel. He's also got some live streams. One of them's coming up in a few days, so hopefully everybody will connect with him. Mr. Fulton Miraz, like I said, has been a longtime friend. And then Alfonso, there's a setting that you'll find in the YouTube studio where you can schedule the video and you just take the premiere off. You just make the video private again and then reschedule it if you want to release at a time, or you can even set an instant premiere, which means the video is going to go out right away and start premiering right that second. I don't believe I've ever done one of those. If I did, I forget, but I don't think so, because I always schedule everything in advance if possible. And then Katie's Kitchen is up on the screen right now. Usually we don't do this, but what we're going to do right now is take a break for 3.5 minutes, and then we'll come back and talk about this channel. All right, we are back and looking at Katie's Kitchen, and this is a creator that's bringing us a bit of variety on a fairly new channel, but already climbed towards 200 subscribers. They're at 185 today, so I'm hoping we can push them towards that next milestone. They bring us food bank and grocery hauls, but also a lot of cooking videos, and they've expanded their content since starting. They are here with us just about every single day. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. When we look at the shorts on the channel, we see that they've gotten into 6,600 and even 8,300 views on a couple of these, which is great to see. A little bit of video gameplay, and they've put out another couple of videos recently, as a matter of fact. I'm going to take one of these and put this in my catch-up list for today. That's the playlist I use that was named by our friend Ghostly Wins, that gives me a chance to stay caught up with creators, or at least try to. Playlists can be a great tool for that. If anybody here would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Mine Forked is up right now, and we'll see what this creator's got going on. They've got a fairly new video that they just put out a few hours ago. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's the same playlist I was just talking about. I use those to keep caught up and somewhat organized. You can make virtually as many playlists as you want with tons and tons of videos in them. It's a great way to chop up your channel too and give people a chance to binge watch different types of content they might enjoy. When we get into the videos, we see that this creator is posting frequently lately, which is great to see. And it's great if everybody can try to aim for an average of once a week or more. Our friend Rambling with the Brooms let us know that they find great success when they stream twice a week, drop 2 videos a week along with 2 shorts every week. But for the longest time, we see that channels have a great ability to grow organically when they're putting out at least 1 video per week, for instance. So if you're not already there, it's okay. You just want to get there as quick as you can as a minimum. So Mind Forked has got some shorts here, over 4,000 views, one of them over 4,100, which is great to see. And then live streams are something that they do occasionally as well. The creator Mind Forked is actually found on other people's channels also in StreamYard panels, and I run into them in the chat frequently. Paranormal consciousness, ancient civilizations, reincarnation, giants, quantum entanglement, community building, and much more. Basically what they want to talk to us about, or with us about more than anything else, is the unexplained. It doesn't have to be UFOs, but that's part of it, and there's a lot more polarizing content that comes along with that. It leads to a lot of vibrant conversation as well. Philip Lemon, thank you very much. I've still got you on the wheel. We will look at your channel briefly when it comes up. Stuff Sells Stuff by the Seashore is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. And Stuff Sells Stuff by the Seashore has been a long-time friend, as a matter of fact. They've got an interesting channel. We see a few that do a similar type of thing. They're well over 2,100 views now, which are subscribers now, which is great to see. They've got a couple more videos here. I'm just going to grab one of their latest 2 videos. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list so I can see what they have to say. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Their videos are usually meant to promote the live streams, but they've got some shorts here as well. Some of these have gotten into 36, 37, and even 3,800 views and beyond. When we get into the live streams, we see the magic of this channel, where we get live stream auction style sales. So hopefully everybody will connect with Stuff Sells Stuff by the Seashore. These are very lively streams, and you can catch them, as a matter of fact, in just a couple of days. It looks like they're going to stream on Saturday, and a late night vintage live sale, so that will be cool. And hopefully everybody will catch these so you can see what they do while they're there. So you can see this is a dynamic creator, always energetic, always smiling, and they always have a lot of fun. They keep up with the chat while they're doing their sales. I've caught them several times. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. We'd love to push them towards the 2,200 subscribers that they're thinking about. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and they have been for a very long time, as a matter of fact. When we look at the wheel, we see Canadian Family Life is coming up right now. So in their place, I'm going to put Cabaret Gaming, who just came in. They bring us video gameplay. Canadian Family Life is somebody I've learned quite a bit about in a short period of time. We actually have been together on a live stream from Come Hither with Heather, where they were talking about the start of their channel, and we were talking about the similarities between being Canadian, or what we observe as Canadians, and what the stereotypes out there seem to say from around the world. So I'll leave it to you to find that on Come Hither with Heather's channel, so you can see what Tiffany had to say, as well as myself. But she also let us know that she started the channel a while back to give the family a chance to keep up with them and build some memories, and the channel moved faster and farther than she expected, if I understood right, and so they've kept going. What they bring us is a lot of grocery and food bank hauls. They do some cooking videos. They've done some unboxing, product reviews, mail haul videos, and things like that. Hopefully everybody will enjoy those when you get there. I'm sure you will. Canadian Family Life, of course, opens themselves up to the idea of pure variety. They got some shorts here that have really started to move. One of them over 2,400 views. And then live streams are something they've done a few of, but they also are found on a lot of other people's live streams as well. You'll recognize Tiffany as you get through the Superchat family and start to see them on many other people's channels. And thank you, Chef Shapino. What a great idea. I will absolutely add a topping to my next pizza. Pizza usually once a week lately. I was off it for a while, but it's been almost a weekly thing for quite some time. Might even hit that this weekend, as a matter of fact. But thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. We looked at this creator's channel earlier, but Chef Shapino has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. You'll notice that every time we see that, like a super chat is dropped in the chat, Bautissimo comes around and drops a link for them as well if you'd like to connect with them. Canadian Family Life, I'm just going to look at her husband's channel, Canadian Family Life Hubby. And this creator's got 22 subscribers right now. They've started out with some 3D printing. They've got a brand new video, so I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. I'm a little bit surprised to know that I never got into 3D printing yet. I've got a nephew that's got a machine, but I haven't got one yet, and I thought I might be more fascinated by it. I haven't found a lot of things for myself to print. When it comes to that, the first thing I got my nephew to do for me was the, I think it was Wii controllers, you know, the Nintendo Wii. That doesn't belong to me, but in the family, and we needed the battery covers for them, right? So let's say you have a remote control for your television or anything else, and you break the door off it because they fall on the floor all the time, then you can get somebody to 3D print it for you. Or if you lose a key off your keyboard, or if you lose you know, I don't know, any number of different small plastic things, you can often get somebody to 3D print. But I'll be looking forward to seeing what they come up with. So I've got their latest video in my catch-up list now. They got a couple shorts too. One of them's gotten into the hundreds of views already. Mike and Mira, Kingdom Minded, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. They've been with us many times before, and we'll spin the wheel. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So I've just put Makeup Mom and Son on the screen, and this is a very dear friend and has been for about 3 years now. Makeup Mom and Son is here as a member and a moderator, obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. She puts a ton of content on her channel. She is posting frequently. She often live streams. She gets involved in StreamYard panels. I've joined her both on her channel several times and with her on other channels as well. She's a dear friend, this creator is now officially on the road to 2,000 subscribers as well. Now, I noticed she's got a featured video here that I haven't seen. I'm going to take that one today and put that in my catch-up list. I know she got another brand new one as well. But this creator brings beauty in the beginnings of her channel and has really expanded her content. She does a lot of product reviews, a lot of get ready with me type videos, a ton of live streaming. She's even done an interview series, which she might pick up again in the future, where she's introduced us to a lot of different creators. I've been interviewed by her on her channel, for which I'm grateful. She's got shorts videos and has found some success here, getting into 4,700, 9,900, and even 37,000 views on one of these. We're looking forward to Halloween because she obviously does an incredible job when it comes to all things Halloween, but she will likely get into series of video. I think she does Vlogmas too. So you got to hand it to anybody that can put out 20 or 30 videos in a series without a day off. She also does a lot of different product reviews, sponsored videos, subscription boxes, and then interesting snacks and things like that she gets from all over the world. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Makeup Mom and Son has always put a lot of consideration into how she can bring new content to her audience. So even with the monthly subscription boxes, she mixes those up. When we look at Caden Plays It, we see the channel belonging to the son of Makeup Mom and Son. And of course, Mom's helping with the channel. But we see some shorts videos here that have really started to move. Some of these into the hundreds of views now. One of them over 600 views. And then when we get into the videos, we see product reviews, unboxing type videos, video gameplay. And then live streams include a little bit of the same. We'll hopefully see some more gameplay in the live streams as well. So that's Caden Plays It. This channel's got 50 subscribers. I'm hoping everybody will connect with both Makeup Mom and Son and Caden Plays It when you get to these creators. Like I said, Makeup Mom and Son is in the house as both a member and a moderator. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up in a quick second. And then Rambling with the Brooms is coming up right now. This is another creator who's here as a member and a moderator. They're actually the newest addition to our moderator squad. But Scott is a longtime friend. I'm thinking a year and a half-ish, well over a year now. He comes to us with a homesteading type of channel. He's up here in Canada, and he's a little bit closer to our nation's capital of Ottawa. But when I get into his shorts, you're going to see some of that famous Canadian weather right away in some of the shorts that have really performed. Did to 3,000 views and well over 7,000, almost 8,000 now. Videos on the channel can involve anything from product reviews to outdoor looks around, collaborations with other creators, and a chance to get to know Scott as well. Live streams are frequent on the channel. He's got 2 series. So Procrastination Thursday and Shenanigan Friday, you've heard me talk about many times. Rambling with the Brooms. Is it more than 2 years now? Forgive me. That's Scott's been with us longer than I think, because about... yeah, I guess it might be 2 years ago, but at least a year and a half ago, we started to have a real influx of a lot of homesteading channels come through the Superchat family. Most of them are still with us today, for which I'm grateful. Rambling with the Brooms is a very influential creator in that community as well. He's actually built up a reputation as being a moderator in hundreds, probably now, of channels. He is somebody who's an advocate for helping others grow. He'll introduce us to a lot of creators through StreamYard panels like what we see here. And then as well, he collaborates with others. He was recently found on Butler Family Farms channel for the Mid-America meetup, which comprised 80 different creators, where he was on the grill and kind of cooking up a storm for everybody, as a matter of fact. I just want to make sure I've got Butler Family Farm on the wheel. There they are. We'll see their channel soon. And he led that charge, yes. Rambling with the Brooms has got a really interesting collaboration going on. On his channel, you'll find another influential creator, Jesse, from Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. He's known as the Mod Father. Those two creators are together frequently. But they've put together a project where they're bringing a cruise that's going to leave from Seattle in the summer, August actually, of 2025, going to, I believe it's a 2-week cruise, right? This particular live stream that I keep rolling over here from Procrastination Thursday is something they simulcasted on both channels, Lazy Days Ahead and here on Rambling with the Brooms. It features the travel agent talking for 2 hours about not just the cruise that they're putting together, they've already put together, but also the cruise industry in general, which has really changed over the last long while. So, hopefully everybody will catch that because it's a really informative live stream. But Scott is going to hand over the reins to Jesse for tomorrow's edition of Procrastination Thursday, which will be at noon Eastern. And then on Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern is Shenanigan Friday, which I'm hoping to catch him for this week. So he's monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Rushing Wind Mountain is coming up right now. We'll see what is going on their channel. Pardon me just for a second. For the life of me, I can't understand why I'm screaming at the camera so much today. I'm trying to reel it in a little bit. The voice is going to come to its end pretty quick. Oh, forgive me, Rambling with the Brooms, I was wrong. I assumed it was 2 weeks. I should have known. It's a 7-day cruise. But even better. They're hoping to book 100 rooms worth of creators and supporters. Rushing Wind Mountain is up here right now, and this is another creator who came to us through the homesteading community of channels. Actually group a lot of different things in there. We could talk about farming, ranching, gardening, fishing, hiking, camping, almost anything outdoors, as well as traditional homesteading channels that bring us a lot of self-sufficiency, preparedness, and we always find a bit of nature from each of these creators. One of the things I notice as well is that a lot of these particular creators seem to have a similar instinctive nature. What they want to do is share knowledge and resources with each other and with others. Now, Rushing Wind Mountain is bringing us a lot of nature on their channel, and if you dig through their videos enough, you might find some amusing moments as well. 780 subscribers right now, and we'd love to push them towards the 800 they're thinking about. They've got shorts on the channel that have really moved into 3,100, 5,200, and even over 6,000 views, which is great to see. Live streams are something they might bring back in the future, but we've got our notification bell on for every channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we can catch as much content from each other as possible as well. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. Emotion New Soul is what we're going to look at next. The name of the channel is Emotion. He's actually got two, but I'm going to put something in the chat here for everybody. You can copy and paste that or type that out if you need to. Emotion New Soul is what we use to find this channel because Emotion brings us new soul R&B music as a talented singer and songwriter. He's also here as a member and a moderator and has been for about 3 years as well. 3,600 subscribers right now. You know, I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them as well as entertained and inspired by because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of 3,000 and beyond. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then when we look at their channel, we see that they bring us their original works in the form of music videos more than anything else. They round out the channel with some compilations that could be premieres or live streams, as well as shorts and reaction videos on the channel. The shorts here have gotten into 1,300 and 1,600 views. Live streams are occasional on the channel. So as well, when we look at the front page, we find Writing with Emotion New Soul. This is a complimentary channel where we get to see how the music is made and the man behind the music. At 786 subscribers, we'd love to push them towards the 800 they're thinking about. And Writing with Emotion New Soul will round out this channel with some more shorts, as well as live streams and reaction videos on this channel as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting on with him on both of these channels. And he's been a dear friend for a very long time, and obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They have been for a long time. They are all dear friends of each other, and they all have different channels, and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members in the same way that we do here. Look at that luck today. Feathered Friends Homestead is in the house. I put them on the wheel and they got selected immediately. So we're looking at Feathered Friends Homestead right away. We never know how long it's going to take to get picked from the Wheel of Doom here. So 378 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 400 we know they must be thinking about. They got some shorts on the channel, and I think there's a few new ones I haven't seen. So 1,500 views on a couple of these, which is great to see, and many all the way up. And then when we look at their videos, we're going to find all kinds of homesteading content here, including outdoors as well as indoors, mail calls and happy mail videos, canning videos, as well as more kitchen, baking, and cooking videos. So I'm going to take the latest one. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to stay caught up with them. They're in rural Colorado, and farming, gardening, cooking, baking, canning, and home preserving. They also raise a lot of feathered friends, and they share that with us as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. We'd love to push them towards the 400 they're thinking about. They are also generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters, as we can imagine. Cake No Eat Meat Day with cherry on top and more. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's a longtime friend. That's Danforth Avenue Wellness. They have playfully changed the name of their channel many times. Lisa J. Stocks is coming up to help us with our finances as well. This creator's been trying to post every day so that they can bring us advice and information and inspiration when it comes to the idea of not just investing, but also doing the things we need to get in position so that we can make informed decisions about investments and also save money along the way. I'm just going to take their August dividend portfolio update, a passive income challenge video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to stay caught up with them. They're at 620 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 700 they're thinking about. Like I said, they're posting, well, frequently. It was every day for a while, but frequently still. And they're going to give us everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics when it comes to the idea of the stock market more than anything else. So they will talk to us about dollar cost averaging. They'll talk to us about dividend stocks. Very forthcoming about their own portfolio and their own stock plays as well. And you can see that this is a dynamic host. Some of her shorts are now getting into 1,400 and 1,600 views. When we get into the live streams, we see conversations with other familiar faces often, where she's talking about the idea of investing and how to plan to invest and then save to invest and things like that as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Lisa J. Stocks. She's here with us just about every single day. Another fellow Canadian is in the house. The Numismaniac is here. That's the skipper. We're going to put him on the wheel right now, and he's going to talk to us about numismatic collectible coins. We'll talk about that when we get the channel up on the screen. And look at this. This is the second time this is happening. It doesn't happen every time. The Numismaniac just came in. I put them on the wheel in a different position than the Feathered Friends Homestead, and they came up right away. So we'll look at the skipper and the Numismaniac right now. I call him Skipper because that's what everybody calls him on the channel. This creator, more than anything, is going to talk to us about the numismatic collectible coins, but they have a vibrant community as well. They do a lot of live streaming, and they have StreamYard panels. Other creators come up and have vibrant conversations as well. And they talk about collecting, they talk about silver stacking a little bit and things like that. I'll look at the shorts on the channel and see what they've got going on here. Some of these have gotten into the hundreds of views, one over 1,500, which is great to see. And then videos on the channel can bring all kinds of information when it comes to especially collectible coins. So like I said, a vibrant community over here, but they've also got a second channel, and I think it's called Santa Claus North Pole Canada, and he'll bring that out again around November. And what he allows us to do on that channel is get messages from directly through and from Santa Claus, which I think is a really cool idea. So this is a fellow Canadian, of course. They let you know that right away, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. They've sent us some friends as well. Together we travel. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. No fear. Good to see you here as well. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. We'll spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. And we'll give the voice a break for a quick second. We're going to go for 3.5 minutes. We're going to come back with Cabarar Gaming, and we'll look at that channel in a moment. All right, we're back and looking at Cabarar Gaming. I just want to mention something about this particular idea that they've got on their front page. So sometimes we see creators come out into a second channel, and I wouldn't wish that work on anybody, but as long as you've put a lot of consideration and thought into it, and you've decided that breaking into a second channel is the right move, it is double the amount of work, I promise you, at least. But when that happens, one of the things you could do to really help yourself is feature your second channel on your home page. It can either be at the top here, it could be anywhere on the page at the bottom. This area that we see at the top of Cabarar Gaming here is for their second channel. It's called a featured channel section, and when you are customizing your front page from the customization tab on a computer in your YouTube studio, you'll be offered the opportunity to add a featured channel section. You can actually add many of them. Sometimes you see them on other people's channels. We have it on Superchat where other channels are featured. That's a great thing to do as well for some of your friends. You'll find that favor really pays off as well when people start to feature your channel. But when you have your own second channel or more than one, like Cabarar Vlogs here, this can really make it easy for people to find. So I just want to mention that for a second. Before I talk about this channel's content, I just wanted to mention something for a quick moment. I know not everybody can be here for 3 hours every time we stream, and I do appreciate every moment everybody is here. If you did not see the first 5 minutes of today's stream, number 614 of Superchat, we're not on again until Saturday, so there's lots of opportunity tomorrow, the next day, to go back and watch that. But I hope everybody will make a point, because I started today's stream with a very special and important message that a lot of our friends need to see. So it's not that I want everybody to share the stream out and things like that. You don't have to go overboard, and I do appreciate when people do that. But I hope that you'll watch that first 5 minutes and help to spread and share that message among anybody that you truly care about. Okay, I'll leave it alone for now. You can go back and watch that, but it's very important. Cabarar Gaming is a longtime friend of getting on 3 years now. Actually, they've got 1,900 subscribers, which means they're officially on the road to 2K. So I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And what Cabarar Gaming brings us on their channel are video shorts and live streams involving a lot of video gameplay. They really mix it up. Lately, they've been doing a lot of Grand Theft Auto, which is my favorite, but they've been really mixing up the gameplay for a few years now, actually. And they do that also in their live streams. I've caught them many, many, many times. You'll always get a warm welcome from this creator. They're always energetic. They keep up with the chat. They're always happy to see everybody. And when we get into the shorts videos on this channel, we're going to see that some of these have really performed into 15,000, 29,000, even 34,000 views. This is what I was talking about sometimes with video gameplay. Now, Cabarar Vlogs is a second channel where we get tutorials, tips, tricks, tutorials, and tech from the same creator behind Cabarar Gaming. So hopefully everybody will catch them here. A few vlogs might be coming as well, but lots of helpful videos. So I hope everybody will connect with him here. 336 subscribers on this channel. He's got a few shorts already, and we'd love to push him towards his next milestone. And then pardon me, because I know I just missed something in the chat. I don't mean to miss anybody. Patrick Hollett is here. Good to see you in the house. Neil Collects is asking, if you have 2 channels, can one channel give the other watch time hours? You can, but it's not just as simple as setting up 2 channels and running them 24 hours a day. I have a hard time believing we're ever going to trick YouTube into anything, to be honest with you. The algorithm's been here for, basically 20 years, whatever it is now, and it's only gotten more advanced. And I believe it's smarter than we think it is. And even when I say that, it's smarter than we think it is. But you can run videos or watch videos with the different accounts. And I have done it. I continue to do it. especially when it comes to helping other creators over the last 3 years with Superchat, or even longer actually, with playlists and things like that. You're only ever going to get watch hours once basically per year for anything that you're going to run, I believe. So I wouldn't put too much focus on it, but you can. Why not? Right? Whenever you come out with a video, watch it with the other account, for instance. I don't think that's too detrimental. You just have to be very careful about YouTube's terms of service and community guidelines, particularly when it comes to fake engagement. There's all kinds of fake engagement possibilities out there, and I believe you're really hurting your channel if you're not thinking about that very meticulously, if that makes sense, before you're going to do anything like that. So that's the idea. You're better off putting focus into finding a new friend for the same amount of time it goes through switching accounts and finding the video you want to watch and stuff like that. Better to switch playlists with somebody else in the chat. On that note, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Joel and Michelle Homestead, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. Forgive me for not being certain if this is your first time with Superchat. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody will be willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody that you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Trish the Natural is up here right now, and this creator is going to talk to us about natural hair care more than anything else. She's going to give us tips and tricks throughout her videos, as well as introduce us to products that we might use. Now, she also expands her content into wigs and weaves and other things you might expect from a channel that's going to talk about natural hair care, but that's the focus. When we get into the shorts videos, you'll see some of these have really moved into the 2,000 views and well beyond. Then in videos, you'll notice that this creator puts presentation at the forefront of her mind. Bright, bold headshots on her thumbnails are going to make her recognizable, a professional look all through the channel. One of the things I really like and I talk about all the time is the fact that when you roll over these videos, you get an exact depiction, if that makes sense, on the thumbnail of what you're going to expect in the channel, and you can see she's a dynamic host. She does a lot of shout outs in her videos as well, so hopefully everybody will enjoy that. She's working on 900 subscribers right now, and we'd love to push her towards that milestone. She's been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. Let's spin the wheel. And we'll get another channel ready to go. Trixby, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Butler Family Farm is up here right now. We talked about this channel earlier and the fact that they make themselves a part of the YouTube community by heading out to a lot of meetups and things like that. I've been grateful for the fact that they do that because I managed to catch a couple of these while they were live. There's Scott from Rambling with the Brooms. I mentioned the idea that you'd find him on this channel and a couple of thumbnails. Butler Family Farm gets out there and streams and introduces us to channel upon channel upon channel. There were 80 channels worth of creators and supporters there. Lots of StreamYard panels on this channel. They've got a monetization celebration coming up in about a week and a half. So we got our notification on for that, as well as notification bells on for every channel. And then we've got some shorts on Butler Family Farm. These have gotten into 3,300, even 4,300 views and beyond. Videos are frequent, and they bring us typical homesteading content. Their farm consists of 116 acres of indoor and outdoor content, as well as they talked to us about the idea that they recently added bees to the farm, but they've also got cattle and goats and donkeys and horses and llamas, as well as chickens, and then a few pets, dogs and cats. They take us out for a lot of different activities as well, and like I said, they put a real focus on connecting with other creators in places like meetups and things like that. They've gotten into a lot of product reviews now as well. This company, Saker, if you pronounce that right, I'm not sure if it's Saker or Saker. We've seen it on a few different channels actually, where they've done product reviews. I'll be interested to see this hedge trimmer video as well, because I saw the chainsaw reviewed by a couple of different creators. They make a mini chainsaw, which is cool. So hopefully everybody will connect with Butler Family Farm. They're here with us for just about every single stream as well. Nicholas Family Adventures, good to see you here. Natalie Nicole's ASMR is a longtime friend. And thank you for the thumbs up, Trixby. Our video description always has our instructions so that you can get the most value out of the time that you spend here. I know not everybody can be here for 3 hours every time we stream, and certainly not every day, but I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. When we look at Come Hither with Heather, pardon me, we see a creator that comes to us from Australia and brings us paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations. This is going to be an interesting live stream. Oh no, it's a premiere. Okay, so it's a video that's coming up, and hopefully I'll catch that while it premieres, but I've got notification on for that. And what they're talking about here is Werner's Adventures and Drew's Adventures went on a 5-week vacation to the United States, and they actually came to Canada as well. I was able to catch up with Werner and Drew, and I did an interview with them while we ate some breakfast together on their very last day when they came to Canada. I was grateful for that. I did it on my personal channel. You can search that out. I hope you will. But Come Hither with Heather is going to catch up with them in that premiere, I'm sure. They're on each other's channels all the time as it is. Scratching Wolf, good to see you here. Come Hither with Heather streams frequently and posts frequently. Like I said, paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations. I've actually been on her channel a couple of times with her and other creators as well, like Drew's Adventures and Canadian Family Life. Some of the shorts here have gotten into 2,100 and 2,200 views and beyond. And then videos, like I said, are frequent as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Come Hither with Heather from Australia. She's crossed her 1,000 subscribers. We'd love to push her towards the 1,100 she's thinking about. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Controversial Cruising is here right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on their channel. Did I miss Huga Homestead coming in? Good to have you here. Thank you for coming in. They're another longtime friend. Oh, and I see Feathered Friends Homestead got another Saker in the mail today for another review, which is great. I've thought about reaching out to them. I haven't heard from them, so I don't know if you guys are getting these I don't know if everybody's buying the stuff or if they're sponsored videos, because I know that's possible. But I've thought about it now just because I see what some people are doing. I've done a few sponsored videos myself, and that's something that's great to get into if it's appropriate for your channel, of course. Controversial Cruising is here with 309 subscribers right now. This is a channel I'm still getting to know, but they've been a part of the cruising and travel community, even here in the Tuber Chat family, for a little while now. I see them on other people's channels all the time and supporting other creators all the time as well. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list right now, and Carnival Towel Animals, is that right? I'm going to have to see what they've got going on with that. And they're going to bring us travel, particularly cruising, ship tours and talk about the excursions and activities. And then they've got some shorts videos here that have really started to move. It looks like they're doing some CapCut stuff. I could be wrong about that, but there's a lot of apps out there that are helping with these shorts type videos now, taking TikTok things and everything else. 6,000, 6,300, even 7,100 views, which is great to see. And then live streams seem to be frequent on the channel as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Controversial Cruising, and we'll get an idea about what they're doing with their cruising content. They've got some familiar faces over there. Warmstrong Adventures, I think I saw Destination Fun there. I Am Betty J Gathers over here. So it's great to see these creators collaborating together, even using that StreamYard system that lets everybody get watch hours on their channels by simulcasting the stream. Thank you, Hugo Homestead. I really do appreciate that. And we're at 91 now. Thank you, everybody. The Stock Explorer is coming up. We'll see what Nora's got going on. They were live yesterday. Nora's a hard worker, but this creator streams as often as they can, usually a few times a week. They've really expanded their content over a long period of time. What they seek to do more than anything, though, is talk to us about the stock markets and crypto markets in a level-headed and down-to-earth way. They do that through everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics like options trading and NFTs. And they do that through shorts, videos, and live streams. So when we look at the live streams, we see that they've expanded their content into a little bit of lottery ticket scratching as well. They've got a lot of lottery ticket scratching friends. It's a huge category and genre on YouTube. But often you're going to find charts and graphs where they're talking about crypto or doing a StreamYard panel where they're bringing up other influencers to talk to us about the idea or have some friendly conversation as well. It's been a long time now. It's been about 6 months, but I joined them on their channel for a dedicated 2-hour conversation about YouTube, and I hope you'll search that out on the Stock Explorers channel when you get there. When we get into their videos, we're going to see that they've expanded their content here as well, and they post occasionally. I'm just going to grab the latest video, put that in my catch-up list. Sometimes they're talking stocks or stock splits. Sometimes they're talking product reviews. I've seen them go as far as to invest in a stock, order a product from the company, and then unbox it on a live stream. Shorts videos have gotten into a lot more variety on the channel, getting into 3,600 and 5,500 views and beyond. And the Stock Explorer now is working on 1,800 subscribers. They're here as a member and a moderator. They're a dear friend, somebody who I know cares very much about the YouTube community and somebody I talk to frequently. They've got 244 subscribers on their second channel, Tropical Buzz. They're in Florida. What they seek to do is educate us about plant life, some of which is already there, some of which they intend to grow themselves. They've gotten into seed swaps and things like that as well. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Nora on both of these channels. That's the Stock Explorer as well as Tropical Buzz. So hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I saw Granny Filming come in, Granny Filming again, as well as Songbits Laura. I've put you both on the wheel. Jewel in the Kitchen is coming up in a second, and I see Popping the Popcorn coming in right now. That's Katie. I'm going to get her up on the wheel as well. I just watched one of her videos with Patrick from Have Cheetah View where they were talking about a movie. Katie does movie reviews on her channel. That's Popping the Popcorn. Fanatic Guide is in here occasionally as well. He always says it's time to pop the popcorn with Popping the Popcorn. And Jewel in the Kitchen is up on the screen right now. This is a longtime friend, a dear friend of 3 years now. She's monetized lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. 3,400 subscribers. You know that I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them as far as because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey, based on the idea that they've passed 3,000 and beyond. 3,000 seems to be a really telling marker. Jewel in the Kitchen seems to be an extremely authentic, not to mention kind-hearted and generous creator. And when we get to her channel, we'll see that some of her shorts have moved into 2,700, 3,400, even 4,100 views and beyond. Live streams are frequent on the channel as well. It's been a while, but hopefully she'll bring some more of these. I've caught her many times, both on her own channel and collaborating with others. And she's always out there supporting other creators. She recently did an unboxing video. I saw this one of the juicer, so I'm looking forward to the recipe she's probably going to come up with those. But look at some of the delicious looking content on this channel as well. Jewel in the Kitchen has been with us for, like I said, almost 3 years and has been a dear, dedicated supporter all of this time. I see her out supporting other creators and literally is at the top of her game when it comes to authenticity. I almost feel like I shouldn't have to say that. It almost feels weird to say it, but that's the case. Jewel in the Kitchen is definitely a true, kind-hearted creator that I think authenticity is going to describe her more than anything else. Granny Filming, again, is up on the screen right now. And this creator has 503 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 600 she's thinking about. When we look at her About page, she's going to let us know that she's publishing publishing videos nobody really wants to watch. That's not true. Homemaking, cooking, cleaning, some grocery pickups and hauls, a little bit more. She keeps actually expanding the About page. So as the channel grows, she keeps adding as well. So she's likely expanding the content as well. I'm just going to grab her latest grocery haul video, put that in my catch-up list. But you can see when we look at her videos page that she's got a bit of variety here. Some baking, some indoors, some outdoors, some nature. Lots of variety, as a matter of fact. And then shorts videos on this channel have started to get into well over 6,000 views, which is great to see. So I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. Granny Filming, again, is somebody who just found us a few months ago and is already supporting on all of my channels, for which I'm grateful. The reason why I put so much focus on that is just for you to understand how much support you can expect back from a creator like this. Passing 500 now means that this creator is probably excited about the new monetization system as well. That means 500 is the qualifying marker for subscribers to get somebody into the YouTube Partner Program for FAM funding, and it's the beginning of monetization, which is great to see. Nez Lover is up on the screen right now with 2,700 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 2,800 that they're going to be thinking about. This creator's got both videos as well as shorts and live streams. I've seen art on this channel more than anything else, but they have a little bit more on the channel. I'm just going to read their About. Yeah, hopefully they'll do the About page at some point. So what I like to do is read that so that I can get a little bit of ideas to the channel, but that's just me personally, so that I can do a better job of describing the channels while I'm talking about them on the screen here. They've got some shorts videos that have gotten into 1,500 and 2,400 views. One breakout shorts over 18,000, which is great to see. Live streams again on the channel. I caught them for one the other day. It was some art. I think I've caught them a few times for that already. And then I just watched this video. So I see they did a live stream and then they showed the video in this short, or they showed the art in this short video the other day, and then I just watched that this morning, I think. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and that's Nez Lover, so we'd love to push them towards the 2,800 subscribers they're thinking about. Roadhog is going to be coming up next. We're going to take our 3.5 minute break just a moment early, and we'll be right back to talk about this channel. All right, we're back and about to look at Roadhog. So this channel could be a little bit difficult to find, so I'll put the handle in the chat, Roadhog1987, and if you need to type that out or copy and paste it, that's fine. I put a couple of names onto the wheel here. I should double check and just make sure these creators are here. I think Wheaton Shaw is in the chat, and hopefully Kimberly. Maybe Kimberly's not here. Kimberly Gila, if you're still in the chat, just please let me know. And if not, I'll think about adding another name soon. Pardon me again for one more second. I'll be right back. And all that fluff and stuff, I saw you come in, I've got you on the wheel. Roadhog is an interesting channel because they're posting frequently. Now let's look at the shorts first. They're front and center on the channel. They got 1900, 2400, a little bit of variety here. Excuse me, but this creator brings us scrap metal collecting and refurbishing a lot of products. They started their about page by saying everything in my videos was found in the trash, but they actually put a lot more story into their about page lately, which is great. I love when creators keep on top of that. I'm just going to grab their latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. What they mean by everything in the videos was found in the trash is that they're breathing new life into things that otherwise might have been passed on. Now Roadhog as well has done live streams, so we've got the notification bell on to see if they're going to continue with those. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other, as well as making sure we can catch as much content from each other as possible. So Wheaton Shaw's in the house. Kimberly Gila's here. I've got them both on the wheel now. Sometimes we get through as many channels as we can in 3 hours. Sometimes we can get to everybody, but it's rare these days. Usually what happens is we add a couple of names to our wheel based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation towards the end of the stream. Now, Wheaton Shaw has been making me laugh in the chat, as they always do. Now, I'm just going to tell you, there's nothing wrong because it's fun. Wheaton Shaw has been a lot of fun, actually, since finding us about a month ago. But I'm going to keep it to channels that are engaged in conversation about connecting with each other after this, just so you know. Wheaton Shaw's been here for what I think is the whole live stream. They're well over 500 subscribers now, at 544. And this is a channel I'm just still getting to know. But what I'm going to do is take one of their videos. I'll take your wrestling video. I'll put this in my catch-up list here, and that will give me a chance to catch up and learn about the channel a little bit more. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 1,600, 2,200 views, one over 5,000, which is great to see. And I'm looking forward to getting to know this creator better and getting to know their content. And just some guy who thinks he's all that in a bag of chips, which is great to see. Hopefully everybody will connect with them, though. I think this is only the second time we've put the channel on the screen here. I could be mistaken, but we'd love to push them towards the 600 subscribers that they're thinking about. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in a moment. And Scratching Wolf, I don't know if I said hello when you came in a while ago, but I did put you on the wheel right away. Songbits Laura's coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. If anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I'm willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, but if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Oh, yeah, no, everybody's fine to, you know, like, I know people have inside jokes with each other. A few creators you'll see have that with me. A little bit of fun talk in the chat is okay. But the fairest way that I can do things here in Tuber Chat now. We're overwhelmingly busy, and I'm grateful for that. But I want to make sure that channels that are really interested in connecting with each other and supporting each other have the best chance to be on the wheel, because we most often can't get to everybody. Now, like I said, Wheat and Shaw's been a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to getting to know their channel. They've been with us many times. I think they've been with us almost every stream now, for almost a month, if I'm right. So a little bit of fun in the chat is okay, but I just want to make sure that we're staying focused on connecting with each other. So it's just a thought more than anything else. And a few jokes and things like that are always fine. We always have to be careful because, not that you need me to say this, but, you know, when we think about text and email and messages and comments, especially when we're being quick, sometimes because there's no tone of voice to go along with the things that are said, things can be mistaken. Right? And I'm sure probably all of us have been in that situation one way or another, where somebody's been, I don't know, upset or off-put by something we've said. We've had to go back and say, like, no, that's not what I meant. This is what I said. Look at what I said. And you realize even the same sentence with two different tones of voice or fluctuations can mean two totally different things. There are also cultural differences, whether we want to think about that or not. Similarities between countries, even like Australia, Canada, United States, and the UK. Sometimes some of the things that I might find funny, not everybody finds as funny as I do. I forget often that people don't appreciate sarcasm nearly as much as I do. It's like my favorite thing. So we just have to keep that in mind as well. But here, when we're connecting with each other, it's always fine, and nobody's done anything to upset anybody else that I've seen in a very long time here, for which I'm grateful. I'm not speaking about anybody in particular when I'm talking about tone of voice or watching what we say. I'm just speaking more from personal experience. Sometimes we might joke with somebody and we have to go back and kind of backpedal what we've said just because the tone of voice is not there. The Mo and Cooper Show, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. G-Force Journey is here. Thank you for coming in as well. And Songbits Lore is here with over 1,200 subscribers. They've got a couple of videos here. I'm just going to take one of the latest ones. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. I took the longer of the two just for those watch minutes, right? And then Songbits Laura is going to bring us variety. So they're literally saying it's just a channel of whatever they feel like: vlogging, chats, networking opportunities, moments of joy and laughter, hopefully, and then a little bit of crafting and creativity will come along with that. We'll look at their shorts videos. We see that Songbits Laura has gotten into 2,400, 3,800, even 8,500 views on this shorts video. I think this is still moving. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, because we see this every day, because that Songbits Lore is with us almost every day. And when I keep looking at this shorts, for some reason I'm thinking that that's higher than it was the last time I looked at it. Live streams are coming out about once a week, so I'm hoping I can catch you for one of these. I don't think I've caught you yet. It's been a while, at least a month. I've got the notification bell on, so we do that in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other, and hopefully catching as much as we can from each other as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in a second. Stuff Sells Stuff by the Seashore. Thank you for still being here. We looked at their channel earlier. Neil's making me laugh in the chat now. Just Jason Keto and More is a dear friend. They'll actually be live right now. They've got a, you know what we'll do? Actually, I wasn't thinking of it earlier. I got to tell Just Jason Keto. Let me see if he's still in the chat. I don't think he is. So Just Jason Keto and More, just in case you're still listening, just do me a favor, type in the chat for a quick second if you don't mind. One of the things that we can do is raid into each other's channels. Raiding is a term we get from Twitch, but we talk about live redirect here in Tuber Chat. That's the technical term. He might actually not be live right this second. Oh yeah, maybe he's not live right now. Okay, he was doing these marathon streams. He's working on some watch hours. I was going to raid in, but that's okay. when we talk about the idea of redirecting or raiding each other's channels, what we're talking about is if somebody's live or running a premiere right after you're about to finish, you can send your audience into their channel and give them a head start. It's a really generous thing to do. I try to do it here in Superchat frequently, not so much every day anymore, because lately these late night live streams we've been doing don't lend themselves to people planning streams and things like that, but on the weekend we often do it. Anybody's free to ask at any time. I try to mix them up. I usually move towards the channels that are most often here, let's just say, but I mix them up all the time. Oh, is it live? Oh, it is live. Sorry, yes, you're right, Granny filming again. It's because he put the live up here. I didn't notice the little one that is the official live one at the bottom there. So what I'm going to do then is he's doing a silent live stream. I'll just show it to you for a second. I won't run it, but you see what he's doing. This is just for watch hours. He's just letting that countdown run. But Just Jason Keto has been an unbelievably over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. He's somebody I know truly cares about us, about me, about his community, and so I want you to connect with him. Everybody, of course, but I'm just going to put this link in the chat, and I'll pin it right now. It's a little bit early. I usually do it a few minutes from now, but if anybody wants to go over there, we'll raid in there after we're done at Superchat. I wanted to tell him he's got a setting that needs to be changed. We'll see if he's in there. Oh, he might not be in there. It's okay. It's been a while since he's chatted. Now, Just Jason Keto and More is going to give us a lot of content that is directed towards the idea of living healthier, eating healthier, particularly when it comes to a keto-based diet or lifestyle. He's got a lot of recipes on the channel, a lot of tips and tricks and hacks and product reviews and things like that. He's well over 1,000 subscribers now, so he's heavily working on watch hours. Sometimes he brings on StreamYard panelists. Those can be in videos or live streams to share their life experiences and tips and tricks with us as well. When we get into shorts on the channel, I didn't look at these last time, I don't know why. We see that this creator's gotten into 4,000, 5,000, even 6,000 views. The latest one is over 22,000, which I've seen, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it because he's got some great pan flipping skills in that. He's got notifications that I can put on right now for a couple more live streams. He'll do a watch hours one again tomorrow morning, and then in the evening he does his regular Thursday live stream, and he's got another keto influencer to talk to and bring some vibrant conversation. Hopefully I'll catch that. And then we've got notification bells on for this channel, of course. Just Jason Keto, like I said, is an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in Superchat. And I know he cares very much, and his community cares very much about the idea of helping each other and getting information into each other's hands so that everybody can live a little bit healthier and eat a little bit healthier. So I hope you'll join him and see what I'm talking about over there. Timmy Ray the King, good to have you in the house. All that fluff and stuff comes to us from Australia. They started by bringing us water-based activities like mud crabbing, reef fishing, snorkeling, and taking us out on the boat fishing or having a look around. This creator's really expanded their content over a long period of time. More produced videos lately. They got a new one coming up in a few days. I've got the notification on for that. And you can see they put a lot of work into their thumbnails as well. They let us know a long time ago. They use shorts videos to promote their long form content, and they've mixed these up as well. So there's lots of variety here, but you can see they've done well. 9,700, 14,000, 16,000 views. And then live streams on their channel have gone, we'll see if they're going to keep these back up. They've done them many times. They are just exiting their winter months I believe they're in the opposite of us, of course, and we'll see. Maybe live streams are something they'll pick up again shortly. We've got the notification bell on, but of course they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I don't know what it is today. I am just screaming. You know when you, I've talked about this a few times today, forgive me for going on about it, but when you live stream, you can find yourself raising your voice, especially in where I am. I actually am at my workplace right now, but there's a air conditioner running, and I hear myself like yelling over it. It's absolutely unnecessary. Sometimes we have to like just take a breath, realize what we're doing, and dial it back a little bit, just like calm down almost, right? You know, I'm very passionate, but you can find yourself yelling at the camera. That could be detrimental when you're outdoor live streaming. I've had situations where I've been like at a restaurant, I've done a live stream, and an hour after the live stream started, when I finish, then somebody will let me know that I kind of ruined their whole time at the restaurant, and I feel terrible, right? So we got to be careful not to do that. One of the things you could do is when you're about to live stream, just as a tip, whenever you're about to live stream outdoors or where there's other people around, is plan and aim where you're going to be talking. Because if you happen to do what I'm talking about and raise your voice or start almost yelling, then you can direct your voice away from the people you're going to disturb. Like for instance, in a restaurant, you might want to put the camera in the corner so you get a view of the whole restaurant. That way you're yelling into the wall, not into the people. So it's just an idea. Philip Lemon is up on the screen right now. They've been with us a long time. I think they're out of the chat right now, but we'll talk about their channel briefly anyway. 169 subscribers. This creator's got some shorts on the channel. These have gotten into 1,500 views and beyond, which is great to see. Videos bring pure variety on this channel, but I see they've got a couple of new ones, so I'm just going to put this one up from a few days ago, some video gameplay in the midst of their variety, and then some live streams as well with more Stardew Valley and other video gameplay here. So hopefully blah is a great title for a video. And then Bitcoin Blast, I gotta have a look at that because I'm always interested to see these things. A lot of play to earn crypto games are out there now, and this and that. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. We're at 96. We don't hit 100 every single day, but it's always an exciting milestone if we can get there, but I'll appreciate it. And then Meditation Paradise Land actually has 2 channels for us to look at today. This is Carleen Geisha. She's been a friend of a long time. She brings us relaxing content with positive affirmations. She's got a brand new video. I'm going to put the latest one in my catch-up list there. She's monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. She's been at this a long time and is a longtime friend here in Tuber Chat. She's been making frequent appearances almost daily lately, and then 2,400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther today. And when we look at the shorts videos, we see 1,300, 1,400, even 1,900 views and beyond. And then when we look at live streams, I don't know if I can laugh at that this week, Wheat and Shaw, but yes, you're right. and then live streams from this creator bring more powerful affirmations and positive affirmations. So I'm just going to show you her second channel now. I think this is the first time we're going to look at it. Work at Home, or Work From Home CGS. Yeah, it's so new that it doesn't want to come up in the search results just yet. Let me see if I use my filters, if we're going to have any luck here. I might have to use my go-to channel for this one, and we might have to drop a link. We don't do a lot of links here, but once in a while it's okay. So this is Work From Home CGS. I just dropped a link for that channel if anybody wants to connect with them. It's brand new. They've got 170 subscribers right now, but this is our friend Carleen Geisha. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but I'm going to take her latest video. I'm going to put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video, I'll give a thumbs up. Subscribe and turn the notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully they have our notification bell on, but I'm sure they do, so that they don't miss any of our further live streams. But Carleen Geisha, the creator behind that channel, has been a friend of a long time, so she knows all about what we're doing here. FR Humphrey is up right now. I'm going to talk about the channel in a second. Outgoing Azzy's here. I just need a quick moment. And FR Humphrey, let's see what they've got going on their channel. They bring a bit of variety, and they let you know they are in Alabama. Forgive me, I may not have known that. They bring, pardon me, their creative outlets include backyard, urban, organic gardening, traditional art, including watercolor, acrylic, pen and ink, and pencil, playing with string, knitting, crocheting, sewing, weaving, and knotwork, writing, including poetry, short stories, novels, nonfiction, and music, including listening, singing, playing, creating, and discussing, and more. So definitely an art fanatic of all kinds, and well over 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,300 that they're thinking about. Yeah, FR Humphrey, I may not have known that you were in Alabama. I saw a thumbnail of you with one of our dear friends. Why can't I remember which channel it was? She just did an interview with a creator a few weeks ago, I think. We saw it today. Shorts videos on this channel have gotten into 2,800 and 3,800 or 3,300 views. Yes, and then live streams on the channel are something that they've been doing fairly frequently, about once a week. So hopefully we can catch them again. FR Humphrey's been a longtime friend, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And let me see if I can drop a link in the chat again. We'll go over and give our dear friend Just Jason Keto and More a raid. If everybody wants to click that link, you can go right now if you'd like to, or we'll all go over together in another 5 minutes-ish or so, 10 minutes. I'm going to leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes, like we always do, so that everybody can clean up their connections here before we go over. You will not be redirected, because I got to get to Just Jason Keto to let him know he's got to put a setting on. You just want to make sure you have a look at that as well. Work from home, we don't do a lot of link drops, but the thing is, I dropped yours because the channel's so new that it might not come up almost at all for a couple of weeks. But Stuff Sells Stuff by the Seashore should be able to be found. Actually, you know what I'll do? It's okay. I say I'm not going to do it, but then I'll do it. It's okay. Let's put Stuff Sells Stuff by the Seashore. We'll drop that link so that Carleen Geisha can get to it, and then she'll connect back with you. Scratching Wolf is here right now. This is a channel I'm still getting to know. 396 subscribers right now. They've got a little bit of variety on their channel, as we can see in between the lottery ticket scratching. I'm just looking at their shorts. One of them's getting close to 1,000 views, which is great to see. Videos on the channel, I think, are frequent, right? Yes, a couple of times a week by the look of it. When we get into the live streams, they seem to be doing these almost once a week. So hopefully we can expect a little bit more of that as well. We've always got notification bells on for every channel so that we can catch them catch them as much as possible. Outgoing Azzy, I think I shared a video on your birthday last week, right? Was that your birthday? I think I shared one for you. I thought it was last Tuesday. Am I right about that? I thought it was last week. I did get your message. Forgive me. I know I didn't respond to it yet. I've just had a, well, I'll use every excuse, but I just had a busy work week, and I think I saw the message, intended on going back to respond to it, and haven't yet. But I know we've talked about the idea of a raid as well. I didn't share a video for you a couple weeks ago, last week. I thought for sure I did. But if that's not the case, that's okay. Let me make a note of it right now. Outgoing Azzy's been a long-time friend. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm making a note literally on my piece of paper right now that says outgoing Azzy. So I know that I will look at my Instagram, get your message, and then I'll share the video you asked me to share between today and tomorrow. But happy belated birthday then. Kimberly Gila, I've still got you on the wheel. Poppin' the Popcorn is up here right now. This is Katie. She does movie reviews more than anything else. The latest one I saw was with her and our friend Patrick. There he is. Have Cheetah View. It's great to see the two of you together. She got a brand new video. It's just an intro, but I'm going to put that in my catch-up list right now. Katie takes requests on her channel as well. So as you get to know her, you can ask for her opinion on any kind of movie, whether you've already seen it, or if it's something you're thinking about, and she's happy to try to get to those as well. Shorts on the channel have gotten towards 1,200 and even past 1,600 views. Live streams on the channel are frequent, and she's very involved in her YouTube community, so you'll find Katie on lots of other StreamYard panels as well. I've got the notifications on for the next couple of streams. She's got one coming up in a few days, and then one a few days after that, about a week from now. So hopefully everybody will catch her and connect with her. She's officially on the road to 1K. We'd love to push her a little bit closer right now. Kimberly Gila is still in the house, yes. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen right now. We're just going to go a couple minutes overtime here, so thank you to our moderator. Scratch and Pete PA is literally here for every single stream for the entire time. I don't know how he does it, but I thank God every day for his friendship and what he does for all of us. Kimberly Gila has 33 subscribers right now, so a new channel. We'd love to push them towards the first 100. We know that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we do as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. Pardon me, my voice has had it for today, but it's okay. We're off until Saturday. I don't think I've already set those streams up, have I? I forget. They're going to be mid-afternoon on Saturday and Sunday. I'm in the Eastern time zone. So, Kimberly Gila, let's have a look at these shorts. We see 161 views on one of these, which is great. And then she's already started posting quite a few videos, as a matter of fact. I'm just going to take the latest one. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to catch another piece of content from you. So, thank you. I know you spent most of the stream here today. Let's spin the wheel. Paul's Green Space is coming up right now. They picked up a gifted membership again today. But Paul's Green Space is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They give us tips and tricks about how to grow over 30 different edible types of plants as, well as herbs and vines and trees and flowers and all kinds of stuff. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. I don't know what's going on in my mind, I swear. Today, I packed my day too full, and I raced into Superchat, so I can't even... I didn't look at the computer before I got on Superchat. I came down, I'm in the basement where my workplace is right now. That's where I stream from. But I got onto the computer, shut every window that was open, got the stream ready to go, and hopped on. Usually I don't do that. I spend a few minutes on the computer first. I give myself more time, but forgive me for being frazzled. Scratch and PPA, I don't know how he does it. For 3 hours every time we stream, 3 or 4 times a week, still manages to catch up with everything that I miss. I make as many mistakes as anybody or more. Now, Paul's Green Space really impressed me with one particular video, this one here, but there's tips and tricks throughout all of his videos. This one just happens to talk about the more than 30 different things that he grows, so it's full of all kinds of information, but as well, Paul's Green Space on his channel is going to talk to us about what to do when we think about growing different things together, because you can't just grow anything with anything. Not that I know. I'm learning from our homesteading friends and people like Paul's Green Space. But when you are about to grow a couple things in the same garden, you have to make sure that one of them's not going to overtake the other. And then as well, he talks about what to do if you're growing things and everything you try, you just can't get something to grow, how to replace them, how to try to fix that. 5,000 views on the shorts, one of them over 5,600, which is great to see. I think that one's still moving, as a matter of fact. And hopefully everybody will help to push him towards the 1,300 subscribers he's thinking about. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent today. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. I'm just dropping a link again for Just Jason Keto. He is live right now, just doing a silent stream for watch hours, but we'd like to go and raid him. You won't be live redirected, but you can click that link and head over there. I'm going to leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes so that we can clean up our connections here. For anybody that didn't see it, we're on episode number 614 today. I'm hoping within the next day or two you'll go back and watch the first 5 minutes of today's stream, because I started with a very different introduction and a very important message for everyone. So just please keep that in mind. Maritza's Yarn and Crafts is here with 295 subscribers. We'd love to push this channel towards the 300 that they're thinking about. They got some shorts here that have already gotten over 700 views, which is great to see. They're posting videos fairly frequently as well. It looks like they're up to almost once a week. I'm just going to take their latest video, put that in my catch-up list. It's a little bit shorter than some, but we see that they're posting frequently. Lots of fiber crafts on the channel, and I'm looking forward to getting to know much more from them. So crochet, sewing, drawing, painting, gardening, as well as travel, and they're hoping to bring us some different types of things on their channel as well. Thank you again, everybody, for the time that you spent. We have to cap it at 3 hours. My voice can only take that much, but we're back on Saturday and Sunday as a minimum, so we'll look forward to seeing everybody then. Thank you for the almost 100 likes too. If you haven't already, give me a thumbs up. I hope you will on the way out. Give Just Jason Keto and more a thumbs up on the way in, and we'll see everybody again soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.